gonna fucking do what we're doing. And the funny thing is, I already fucking hit the
Yeah,
live
we're on.
now without theme song. But let's do the song to wait for some people to come in. You're watching Mind Over Madness with Loomis and Keith and Shibley. Hit that subscribe button and like button. We will be right back after these messages.
Blank to the face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like
the basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still pedaling and doing stuff that you need for your habit. Mm-hmm. So just know that it's okay to ask for help.
A passenger jetliner that flew into the building, that doesn't happen, right? I mean, that's a professional pilot who knows what he's doing, or she, and they're not flying into two big towers that are in the middle of the sky. That's not happening. So we knew it was, we felt it was an attack, and we felt that it was the same people who had threatened to kill us.
Corporal Keith Shibley is presented the Valor Award for his immediate response and courageous actions during the shooting rampage at the Washington Navy Yard.
that shit still says fucking Merry Christmas on it. I love it.
Oh, did it say, yeah, because this week was nuts, and I'm actually going to show it, though, to the audience, because it's not going to drop, though, till tomorrow. Or maybe I won't. I'll just wait till tomorrow, but it is on IMDb already. The Buffalino Project, and I'm just excited, though, because with legalities and everything today was stamped with, boom, approval, posters done on IMDb. Just no cast. Cast will be on it tomorrow with pictures, and description changed up, but it's an official fucking project now, boy.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Where's Costa at? I owe Costa an apology. That wasn't directed towards you, Costa. And plus, I must have been in a rough mood. I don't know, man. It's like
I'll get him on here.
Get him on here. Matt, what's up, brother? Boneyard crew. Yeah, I was just texting Chris. We'll just give him
oh man. So that fucking that last one we did stored up a little controversy on there, pal.
Yeah, but we learned from that one, pal.
What's that?
You got to see every angle, and you got to see. It's just like on the street when you're talking, like when someone comes up to you, let's say it says Loomis is blah blah blah, you believe it right away. You're fucking dude. No, you get you're like, well, let me talk to Loomis, and let me talk to, you know what I mean? You get all angles of everything. We didn't know about the angles, so now it's a little more. My mind is changed on the fact, though, that he wasn't standing in front of the car, but he was, though, by her window. Remember, because she's looking at him and she taunts him. So
that was the second guy. This guy was just walking around this way. When he got here, the body cam shows a lot more, man. It changed my mind. I'll tell you that. I know what I said on the last one, but I don't know who the body cam, but I looked at the body cam. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, dude.
And you realize this, though, too. And this isn't a political show or anything like that. But it's all right. I know I look horrendous today, dude. We were working for the last 3 days on this thing, barely slept, barely shaved. We got it. But anyway, there's your mug. I look at my phone and there's you going, oh no, it's Ozzy. But there's just a video of you because I was texting Chris. But why do fucking channels always do upgrade? Like why, you know what I mean? Like when Instagram changes shit and you got to hit a certain thing to find message. Like, why break it if it's not fixed? But hello, everyone. Welcome to Into the Void. Welcome to Mind Over Madness with Loomis and Keith Shibley. Tonight, we're talking about last week's episode, and we're also going to get into...
Am I a surprise guest on the show?
No, but some boneyards here. They yell boneyard, and we're on. Oh, you want to come on? Oh, you want to come on?
Put him on. Fuck it. Is that Bobby?
Yeah. Here. Give me your email. What's your email?
Due to Red Shock Media 1349, just give me like maybe 10 minutes. I'll be on.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 minutes. But could you just text me that email?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, just on my normal cell or no? You have my cell. Yeah, of course you have my cell.
Your cell's back on?
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I won the case. They finally listened to the fucking recording. Trying to get after I interviewed Bob Daisley, they wanted to fucking take like $1,000 out of my money because of long distance shit.
All right. Talk about that later. Let's go.
All right. Anyway, Chris.
Fucking.
Keith, this is how we roll. We roll real.
Your fucking volume is so high, I can hear what Bobby's saying.
My what? Oh, it's not Bobby. It's Chris.
Oh.
Chris, I'm going to send you over to the link on the Instagram, all right? Or
Come on, Chris.
your email. Send me the. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, I'm sending it to you right now right here on Instagram. Okay. All right. No, I just called him to tell him that we were on, and he goes, "Am I a surprise guest?" And I remember though he did mention that, and that's boom. He's got the link, so he'll be on. He said about 10 or 15, but. I apologize, Keith. I just was getting into it.
Right. I don't give a shit. I'm just fucking with you.
You know, I want to see something cool, like in the film world, like for backgrounds. Like, let's see. 1 second. I'll show you something. Yeah, like even like if you go in the same place twice and you want to change it up, wait, look, which way does it go? Make sure I have the right direction first. This thing's pretty neat.
Where the fuck did you go?
There it is. So check this out, Keith. It's like if you have that, and then
Hell yeah, dude.
you have someone in front of there talking. I know it probably doesn't look you know what I mean? But on the full thing, and then you see them in there, because that's what we use on interviews for certain people. Like everyone has a different background, you know?
Yeah.
I'm fired up though, man, just because it was a big accomplishment today, man. And like, and fucking life's been fucking shit. And today, for once, I'm going to be proud of myself. All right.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, man. Life.
I had that problem.
2026 has started off fucking in the toilet, bro.
What's that?
2026 has started off shittier than 25.
Dude, just with me going through the fucking recording thing with the phone alone, like just that business was fucking. No, 2025 is maybe for you, everyone's different. My 2025 was hell on earth. And, everyone's different. But meaning that this year so far isn't as bad as, it is in a way because I'm, missing to death. But I'm still getting shit accomplished. I'm back to work now. All that's the good old stuff. You know what I mean, Keith?
Yeah.
What's going on, witchy woman? Red is the wife of Chris, if I'm understanding correctly.
Yes.
Yes. Great to see you, witchy. Witchy comes over from Ozzy. And I see you running red. There she is. There he is, Costa. But what's up? I was just talking about the show. Literally, I believe I might have even said your name before anything. And I was like, well, what do you mean? It's a problem. I wasn't directing anything towards you. I had the utmost respect for you. Not to mention when I was taking care of my father, what you were doing the whole entire time for me to, keep me busy. And, we talked and what, the sex dolls and stuff were funny and stuff. But I mean, like, the studio, about everything you did. I love you to death. There might be a situation where you might be next to someone that maybe I just don't. That's all. It has nothing to do with you. I love you. If you met all my friends, you might not like one of them. That's all. I have my own. It's not because for no reason. So my apologies for doing that on the post, brother. And I love you to death. So that's that. And that's the fact.
Everybody loves Costa. You got to love Costa.
Yeah,
Morningstar. I want to see a picture of the Mohawk, actually.
He's a man's man. I know you're a man. Is somebody called you a woman? Here he goes. Oh, red. Oh no, that was from before. Okay. I just want to get back up. Wait. You killed the HOV girl. Who's the HOV girl?
No idea.
Is it supposed to say sorry to me, Mr. Loomis? Um, to you, yeah, because it was your content. I apologize. I don't apologize for like my beliefs in it, but I apologize for writing on your thing 100%. Absolutely. Straight up. And I don't know why the fuck I did not. Sorry. I just want to show though but I'll wait till tomorrow. I want to show the the IMDb. That's all.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
I'm just shocked though that it's all done like that. That process, the legality process, is a nightmare, Keith. I'm just reading this big. Here we go. Richie. Oh, and I don't know if anyone will remember me saying that I was going to shave my hair into a mohawk last week, but I did actually do it. It just didn't. Oh, no, that's Vaz. What am I talking about, Witchy? I'm sorry. She's enchanted. It just didn't come out the way I wanted. Well, hey, you did it up, brother. You did it. So listen, last week, me and Keith came on, and we all know it was a crazy week with the whole ICE situation and the whole shooting of that woman. And didn't know you find out certain stuff, though, like these women know like always just go around to try to cause problems. I'm not saying that they should be shot in the head for that or whatever, but still, it's all like a stir up though fucking thing at times. And then no, Keith was right when he said, look, his wheels are away. From that angle, it looked like, spot like we were definitely, and Keith is the rules are you cannot stand in front of a vehicle. So, but our problem, no, and I'm guilty of it. And I guess both of us are just jumping to conclusions before.
It's not jumping to conclusions, man. It's I saw something, I was asked my opinion on it, and I spoke my opinion. I gathered more information in the next couple of days, and I fucking changed my opinion. People are too scared to come on fucking places and say that they made a mistake or that they say their opinion online, and then they will not change it no matter how much evidence you give them. They won't change their fucking mind. Somebody changed my mind, dude. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I saw other angles of the video, and it completely changed my mind. And I'm not afraid.
When you drop all that ego, it's life changing because then you end up learning, and then you end up. Today with my director James, when we were finishing things up, I told him, I said, everyone I talk to is like my best friends are like 85, like Larry Rolla, like Joe, like older, wiser, fucking you. Like Kevin, a whole circle of it's just fucking fantastic. But me personally too, that's why I came on and said what I said at Costa. Today I even told James, because there's 4 people that are working on this to see what, how we want it looking. Just because I'm the one that's like in charge doesn't mean I told them all. I want to see what you guys have. And it's like the musician who wants to keep playing the lead guitar solo over the singer. Listen to me. No, drop your fucking humbleness. I mean, be humble, drop the ego, and serve whatever project you're serving the way it should be served. And like Keith just said, if you make a mistake, Keith, how about this? I had 1,000 likes once on a comment from I don't know if it was I'm not sure. This was years ago, but I said something and then someone corrected me, and all I wrote was, hey man, I was wrong. Thank you for the correction. Mm-hmm. And I threw out the handshake emoji, and there were so many comments underneath like, wow, man, this guy actually admitted wow, like this guy actually what? I don't know.
People don't do that these days, dude.
Or what?
It's people don't do it reminds me of the Republican softball practice shooting in Alexandria when the FBI, the big FBI, we were like, this is domestic terrorism, and he gave it to the criminal squad. He came up to our squad section and said that we are right. It should be investigated by us, but he's already gone on the news and said that it was a criminal and not terrorism, and he's not going to change his mind. And that's always just pissed me off, dude. So, yeah, I mean, if I express my opinion, it is my opinion that day. And then if I gather more information and change my mind, then fucking so be it. And the people that get pissy and send some crazy shit on social
Oh, you
media.
should see my DM. And one of my
Oh, I
friends
can-
got all mad at me. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
oh,
got
I-
mad though with him though for publicly fucking throwing shit up there. But I did. I'm not gonna lie. I sent him an audio snap. I snapped. But
Oh, I mean, all I can say is we're hiring, dude. Come put a fucking badge and a gun on and do it better. If you got to talk that much shit, you can use me as a reference, man. I'll even send you the application. Come on and join it and show everybody
yeah,
how
but
it's
this
done.
whole though fucking like, you know, oh, you're on this side, so I can't talk to you, or we can't agree. Like I just did an interview. I don't know if you saw a clip of it, like me yelling and the other guy, like on the other channel, because that was like a debate. And we get into it. Like but he's a gentleman. We agree to disagree. And that's what I think we're too far gone. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing, but I just don't see this country like just not being chaotic. And it's the technology and all that shit and everyone's phones and everything. It's absolutely insanity. Like I go upstairs, if I just put on YouTube home and scroll, it's a fucking movie, man.
Mhm.
Every day. And
Yeah.
not of real good shit.
I think the only thing that's going to bring this country together is like another 9/11.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, where does the gas prices better drop down, though, for getting all that oil? Tell you that
Dude,
much.
yeah, if we're not getting
Stole
political,
that shit. He stole that shit.
we're not getting political. But
Go on, I'm grabbing my drink, Keith. I'm right here. Go ahead.
So
I had 2.5 bags of Swedish fish, too. I'll be right here.
Jesus Christ, you got a fucking problem, bro. The thing about Venezuela that cracks me up most is the people that are marching and protesting no kings, no kings, no kings are now fucking upset that we arrested a fucking self-appointed king or dictator of a fucking country. It's just weird, dude. This country's insane. You can protest one day that Trump's a king and you have to hate him, and then get mad at Trump for fucking arresting whatever. It's just no, dude. You don't need a Red Bull on top of 2 bags of Swedish fish. I can fucking tell you that. Oh
no, I'm not hyped up from Swedish fish.
Complete side note, and I hope fucking Trev is listening or sees this later, dude. I cannot find those fucking monsters anywhere. I stopped from.
You don't know what you're doing in life.
A 3-hour drive to West Virginia yesterday and back. I think I stopped at 6 gas stations. I can't find them.
Yeah, well, the top right-hand corner, always buy the big things, and then you got to talk to them, and you got to go listen. You ever hear those dragon import monsters?
Oh, they got them in the back.
Sometimes they do.
Got them in the back with the oxy and fucking fentanyl and shit.
Mm-hmm. But they're like, I'm telling you. But yeah, it's weird. They go faster the best. They're like, after you have one of these, you'll never drink a green one again. These are a little more expensive. They're like, it's like a $5 bill, or 4 ones if you got some like loose change in the car. But my point being though to you though is they're beautiful. And this is like my beer once a week. Like when I do a show, this is my cheat. And I got a pie from the place. It's one of the best places in America, from up in Ithaca, New York, where my niece goes to college. I forget what the hell's the name of the joint. Oh my God. The pie dough is freaking phenom. All right, who we got? Because I know Chris is coming too, don't forget. Loomis is right about the what emoji's that, Keith?
No idea. Farts? I don't know.
Oh, he's talking about a barrel.
Yeah. That's a good one. I haven't seen that one.
Well, here's what Keith though just said, and I don't want to get all political, but whatever, Keith. They say dictatorship, okay? But then though we actually get a legitimate though fucking dictator where the country fucking loves, and then they're defending him.
Yeah.
And when I say they, I don't mean though the left, because I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm mid. Like I'm just like mid common type sense. And I love fucking humans. And if you're either an asshole or you're not, but the country obviously needs a border. When people hear that, it's like, whoa, like look at Obama, look at everyone else. Like, we have to have a border. We have to, that's like insane talk too. Like not like and
It's just funny, dude. Because then they're like, we went to Venice, we went to another country we weren't even at war with, and well, guess what? When we killed fucking Osama bin Laden, we went into Pakistan and we weren't at war with them either. We did the same. I mean, Obama did. So it's all fucking.
Well,
it's
we were
all,
after though. Bin Laden though was different for the Trade Center, like meaning like if that was a legitimate though story. But
so stealing billions of fucking dollars in American oil and robbing their companies. I mean, same shit.
Yeah, I know, but now though that Trump's just stealing though that shit, I want to see the price of gas go down. All right, he stole it.
It was ours. They stole it from us.
Oh no, I'm not yelling about it. I stole in my life before when I worked for only corporations. We closed down a joint.
They were American fucking oil companies that they fucking when he became a dictator, he took over.
Never a family business though. Never would do that. Just making that clear.
Oh shit.
And I told you about that, dude. The police are involved in everything, like in a good way. Let's see where we at. I love that motto. Exactly, Witchy. Where's Witchy? Happy New Year, Witchy. Gas. Exactly. Let's see that go down. I mean, what did he say? He already brought in something trillion, something. Well, then fucking I want to get back to $1.25 at the pump. Imagine that.
Shit, when I started driving in the fucking 90s, dude, it was 89 cents a gallon.
I know. And I started driving in 1997. And it was like in the dollar something range, $1.85. And then it would go down to $1.45 at times. Certain gas stations, like a Sam's Club, if you had a card there, you get it for $1. Imagine that, dude. A gallon of gas, $1. That would fucking be tremendous. Instead of fucking, remember it was six. It was like 670 something here at one time. And this is a place where you could live without, you know what I mean? Like it's not real expensive, like in a New York or whatever. So, it's even though everything matches up, because if you work in Philly, yeah, you might make more money, but the cost of living's higher there. So everything does average out to an extent. But I just think though, okay, we got all that oil. Now make us happy. Give us something. Instead of us giving every other fucking country something, give us something.
Everything's so expensive. All right, so when were we going to maybe go on? I was at the casino Saturday. My Honda finally took a dump, dude. My Honda took. I wouldn't have made it anyway. Do you know how much a timing belt and fucking spark plugs is?
Oh yeah, like fucking $350,
$1,200, bro.
For spark plugs.
A timing belt's like $8 something.
Oh, timing. I didn't hear. Okay. I thought you okay. Timing belt. Gotcha.
It's like motherfucker, dude. I mean,
there's always something. Right when you're like right at Keith, for me, it seems like. I might want to talk about our finances or whatever, but it always seems like we're like, oh yeah, nice, boom, fucking rotors, fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking, it's like, that's just, but I don't let that bother me though. That's just financial type though, fucking shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's stressful, but I don't know. My pops taught me a valuable lesson on his deathbed about stress and like, who gives a fuck? And I take that as someone who knows he's dying, who's looking back and being wise. Like, listen, just do fucking you. Fucking stop saying sorry. Fucking, all this type of shit. And also stop starting shit and not finishing it. And like, so I'm going to listen to that and try to he's like, most people don't grasp it till like in their 50s. And I want to grasp it like right now, like that.
Yeah.
100. And you can't say you have it either, because I'm talking, some people say it, and the people who shout it a lot, because I used to, are the ones that actually did care. Back when I drank in Facebook, I used to be like, I don't give a fuck what anyone fucking thinks. Well, then why are you writing that? Why is that in here? Yeah, you do. Or you wouldn't even fucking say that. You know what I mean? And it's not like I was sitting there like, oh, what is that? But well, I remember when I used to wake up drunk from the night before, and I don't know if you remember this. Oh no, you were married on Instagram, but like you look at your cell phone and you see a message and you're like, oh my God. And you see when you posted on Facebook, my brother, my brother is.
Just because I was married doesn't mean I wasn't posting dumb shit and saying dumb shit on fucking Facebook when I was using. That was for sure.
Oh, my memories are fucking hell. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh my God. Like, and my brother would like even like try calling me 12 times, like when I'd be passed out, like, dude, what the fuck? Take that down. Yeah. Like I used to just fucking go off.
Tomorrow's gonna be fucking. I don't really look forward to work much, but tomorrow's gonna be fun, dude. We're doing a fucking canine post blast class tomorrow.
Nice.
We're actually like blowing up shit with real bombs.
Could you film any of that?
And then you got to like search through the blown up stuff to find the other bomb that hasn't blown up yet. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I love blowing shit up.
Could you film any of that or no?
I'll ask him. I don't know.
That'd be cool. What you got? What you want, man? If President Trump hasn't made something happen that he promised yet, it's because there's more to it than we understand. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the game that's going on right now.
Oh.
It's chess. What's going on is this. China gets their oil from fucking Russia, right? China is going to try to do how he made peace with like, Saudi Arabia, how he's all in good now, like with the Middle East and stuff. He's going to have everyone come because he's taking the oil from fucking Venezuela to come to us. And then also it's going to force, and he also did that though, so that fucking Taiwan incident didn't happen either. But that's his way of world peace, is where he's going to have us all work together. And we're only going to be like the ones because the Middle East, they're going to have to come to us though for the oil. And then fucking China and Russia is going to be coming, because Russia gets their oil from the Middle East. If Trump flips that, they're going to have to work with us, and China is going to have to work with us in that capacity with all that oil. And I think that's his plan overall. Now, is it going to work? I don't know. I don't think we should be worried about Greenland so much and all that type of shit. I think that
you know what I think we should do? Fucking nuke everybody. Just put up fucking targets all over the world. Fuck it. Nuke every place but the United States and put up targets in Walmarts.
You're done, right? Give zero fuck given. Fuck it.
My man, throw my man up in this joint. Mr. Bones is in the house.
Mr. Bones is always. Let me just say hello to my fuck co-host Gina, and they're made like tin cans. What's up, Gina? I don't see him, my man. What's his name again?
No, Chris is in there. Wait.
Digit 5. What's Digit 5? Venezuelan oil. That's all that's been about. This was planned all along. Yeah, and then what I just said, I think, though, connect the dots. I think that's his ultimate, though, plan. I really do. Now, is that going to work? I don't know. I had an Uber driver the other day from there, and he said when Maduro took over, they seized his home, and he said, oh, yeah, no, they're all happy over there. Absolutely. They're happy. We're not happy. Like, you know what I mean? So how do you feel about New York City, Keith?
I think it's a shithole.
It went downhill, man, ever since COVID. I used to go there every other fucking weekend. I don't even know how many times I was there. Thousands, maybe, at least. Every Yankee games, fucking just going out there. Brooklyn, my good friend lived out there in Brooklyn for a while. I did a show with William Unique Battle. He was in the Black Mafia in Bushwick about 2.5 years ago. That was wild. That was and he was like a serious he wrote a book, Memoirs of a Ghetto Bastard, but he did every crime that you could think of except for like rape and anything like that, like, bodies, that type of stuff. But he served time 25 years, 26 years, I think. I don't know. You ever seen a video of him holding the pads when I was hitting him and shit? Me and him. He's a great guy. He had a stroke, so he has like a speech impairment, but he's a fucking great fucking guy. And Wu-Tang raps about their crew in one of their fucking tunes and shit. And then when I was walking in Bushwick, there was all people in the buildings there, like screaming out, like, "Oh shit!" Because he was staying up in the Bronx because he was on probation or parole or some shit. But then, I'm walking around with him, and like he was just like a legend there. People screaming out the windows. It was just a great day, like a different world, I had some good walk and talks with people, man.
How do you bring Chris on here?
Oh, there he is. When did he tell me he's there?
That's what I said. There he is.
I thought you meant a comment. Sorry about that, Chris.
No, you're not. But I agree with Keith's hot take. Let's just wipe them all off the fucking face of the earth.
You're done
Just
with it.
wipe them all out.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
no, done with it.
That was the hottest take I've ever heard.
No, Keith though goes. Here's the funny thing about that tape. Because Keith was like writing on Instagram, I changed my mind, which he did, which is great. But then he goes, I just fucking think we should fucking nuke everyone and fucking kill them all. And then we just do our own thing, and that's that. And what are you gonna do about it?
So what's new? Keith, brother Keith, it's always good to see you, brother.
What's up, buddy?
Brother Loomis, it's been a while. So what's new, bro?
No, what do you mean it's been a while? I just talked to you about 4 nights ago.
Dude, every day.
No, it was
feels
during
like
the night of the premiere of Keats.
You're right. I had one too many sarsaparillas. I was a little emotional because there was a lot of reliving of things.
Anyone know who doesn't know this guy right here? Though this is Chris Strider on Roll the Bones podcast, and I'm telling you, he's only been doing it for a fucking year, and it's definitely going to be. It already is. What do you got? One of the best podcast out there, and just with the range, like from whether it's gangsters, whether it's addiction, or whether it's Keith's situation. It's not just one thing. Great show. So thanks for being here, Chris.
Knives. I see you, brother. I see you in the house. I see Morningstar.
Thanks for the thank you for that nice little fucking introduction I gave you too, you cocksucker.
I did, but when you got to throw love to the masses, to the crowd.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what the thing is personally, out of all the interviews I've done, I think that Keith's was the most powerful. I in a lot of ways. It was very symbolic. I don't know why. I think Mossad is screwing with my camera because I'm seeing it glitch a little bit.
Yeah, it's like VHS tracking or some shit. What's going on?
Well, yeah, I mean that happens when you piss off certain individuals. But no, I think it was a great way of starting off the new year. It was a great thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? It's the ADL or somebody screwing with me, but it's all over that it's those chirps. It was a chirps that sent it over.
Those are good shorts.
Hold on. Quick, just real quick before I forget. I drive my kid back to WVU last night, and as soon as we walk in, I got him like a new TV and some stuff for his apartment. And as soon as we walk his apartment, I wasn't there fucking 10 seconds. I hear boop. I was like, I just started fucking laughing my ass off, dude. I was like, when was the last time you changed the battery in your side to go to CVS to get him a new battery, dude? It was funny as shit. He was chirping as soon as I got in that motherfucker.
Yeah, man, it's been.
Dude, what is it? It looks like an old
far.
Zenith. Like it's like an old Zenith. The colors I'm seeing. I haven't seen.
I don't even know what's wrong with it. It worked fine the other day, and now all of a
rabbit
sudden
ear
it's
antenna.
I do have my rabbit ear antennas attached. Brother Trev may or may not be here. He's handling some business, locking down some future guests. But he does send his best, and he'll probably be in the chat at some point.
Trev knows about the dragons, and Trev's my man, dude. I relate a lot to Trev. I like Trev.
Dude, brother Trev, that's my guy, man. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't do half the shit that I do if it wasn't for brother Trev. Including, I know we talked a little bit about it earlier. So weird thing, I fucking, me and brother Trev stand very hard against pedophiles. So this fucking, it gets presented to me, a friend of mine. Apparently, this individual in her life had just vile videos on his computer. She caught him. Obviously did what she had to do to get away from this guy, and then reported it after. But she's trying to figure out what to do next, and it's been a lot of phone calls, a lot of going back and forth. We're hoping to get this bastard within the next couple weeks. Caught him up on all kinds of stuff.
I should have some info for you in the next day, dude.
Nice, man. But yeah, he was using all kinds of shit. Typical chomo bullshit like apps like Whisper. A new one that I'm not really familiar with, Wicker. But I definitely have a Discord for y'all to take a look at though. I don't really want to venture in there. I'd rather leave this one to to law enforcement. But it's definitely, all the typical commentary you see, pizza references and all that sicko bullshit. And first and foremost, what kind of grown ass man on his time off wears a fucking train conductor hat just walking around? I just shoot him on spec, bro. Like, to be honest,
That's fucking
Costa. I promise you, I am absolutely not possessed by demons. But so what were y'all discussing tonight? I saw lesson learned.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being fucking married to somebody and then finding that out, dude? That would be.
Bro.
I'll give you an example, dude. This guy. I went to the police academy with him, and we became pretty good friends at the police academy. He was married with 2 kids. Got divorced. But then got remarried, and as the years went by, especially when I went to Richmond and stuff, we kind of lost contact. And then when I came back, I was on the FBI task force, and this guy from Fairfax calls me, and he's like, "Hey Keith, I need the direct number to your internal affairs department." And I'm like, "Why, dude? What's going on?" He goes, "Man, I can't really tell you." And I was like, "Does it have anything to do with Keith Shibley?" And he goes, "Nope." And I was like, "Fucking great. Here's the phone number." So I gave him the phone number, and I went to the PD the next day because something's happening. And this guy happened to be he was like I said, he was married with 2 kids, divorced, remarried. His wife was pregnant, and Fairfax picked him up because he thought he was talking to a 14-year-old girl online, and he was talking to a fucking Fairfax detective, dude. Arrested him in his police uniform. It's like I never would have expected. You know what I mean? Like, it's just some people probably like, "God damn, that one caught me off." Some people are like, "That dude is weird," but some people it's like, "Dude, that one caught me off guard, man." And yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
He got locked up. Can you imagine being locked up as a chomo in your police uniform? You're definitely not dropping the soap, dude. You're getting it when you get
Oh yeah, dude. That doesn't even matter about the soap. They're just taking their pants straight off, bro. Like they're going all the way to Washington straight away. But dude, that's a problem with these pieces of shit, dude, is because you can't. This isn't like organized crime or gangsters or bangers, stuff like that. That they rep their colors, bro. They blend in, and like even with I've had many conversations with Jason at length on this topic. Jason will tell you, it's like a lot of these people think that they're just this like stereotype meek little guy with a clipboard, like nerdy looking guy. He's like, some of these dudes are fucking straight gorillas, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're monstrous individuals. But so you just can't. They're bankers. They're in every facet of society, and bro, like I'm gonna get this son of a bitch, like straight up, because I mean, I'm not gonna put out here what I had described to me in them videos, but I promise you it is next level evil.
Yeah. I mean, you told me one thing and that's all I needed to hear. Fucking
yep. Where's this person at?
Oh, I know where he's at, but I don't want to put too much out there.
Why is he? If we wait, yeah. Go ahead.
It's the dude, brother Trev. I got you. I got you, bro. Here, let me. I'm gonna drop to the bottom for a second so I can fix this goddamn small hatted camera.
Go ahead. I gotta grab something.
The small hats are screwing with me, Trev. They're messing with me.
I'll just fucking dance by myself on here. What do y'all want to talk about?
Throw a couple chirps.
Trev, what's up, pal? I went to school with a kid, and he literally called me out of the blue. We had oh shit, that one went by. Go back up, dummy. I'll read it on my phone. I went to school with a kid, and he literally called me out of the blue. We hadn't talked in years, just to tell me he was looking up the chomo shit, and he had a wife. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know, dude. I can't stomach that stuff, dude. That just rattles me, man. But this dude, I mean, the guy I'm talking about, like when I got married, he was like at my wedding. It's just crazy.
Dude, it's like, but they're just next level evil, bro. Like all of them. Like, and they just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And
I don't know, it's
yeah,
just,
did I fix it?
It's when you hear about a cop that does it, dude, it just really fucks me up, dude. Because it's like, I mean, you know, most of us do this job because we want to fucking help people, and now you're victimizing children. Like you're using the career that a lot of people chose to fucking give back to the community to victimize fucking kids. So when a cop does it, it fucking stabs you in a different way, man. I'd love to see him. I really
dude.
would.
You know, but it's that mentality of closest to danger, farthest from harm. A lot of them will. This is why it's common practice. I don't know why this fucking camera is doing this, but okay.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's just going haywire over here for no apparent reason. But no, you see this a lot in those like scout camps, like, you know, little like or church organizations, because I mean places where people want to go to, or there's some kind of necessity. And I think when law enforcement does it, it's even worse, because what they're purposely doing is they're purposely hunting the broken.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's like
most
being a foster parent.
100%, 100%. I mean, I had mentioned it before a couple times. Me and Trev have talked about it. There are select shows that are shows. Like you go to certain parts of the country, there are select foster homes that double deal with, you know, departments or things in the state. And the foster homes are run by pedophiles. It's all a scam. So, and it's not like the whole CPS service. What it is individual
Big
things.
Trev in the house.
What's going on?
Trev. What's going on, homeboy?
How y'all doing?
What's up, Trev? Trev.
Fucking exhausted.
Slanja.
Oh, you got to import, huh?
Slanja.
Got the fucking import.
Chris, what were you saying,
this
man?
is not an import, but cheers.
Slanja.
But no, but like you have those foster homes that are purposely getting kickbacks, or you know, individuals in child services that are taking kickbacks from select foster homes to put extra kids, certain kids, like it's almost like they order off menus. It's the worst shit. It's some of the most sickening garbage that I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I've fucking had enough of that shit. I know Brother Trevor's had enough of that bullshit. You know, I know all of us, everyone present. And if you're part of these communities, we all are done with your bullshit. And God forbid we find out a member of this community is a fucking predator. You know, I'm gonna handle you even worse. Sam, what's going on, sis?
You know though, what's the like Keith said, my brother had someone I knew for years over his house to paint and stuff like that. And there was a guy like around here that would like act to be like, 15-year-old girl. And he ended up showing up and stuff like that and then moving out of town. But like, you never know. Then someone sent me a sheet with a bunch of red dots of actual like offenders, like where like you live around. And my jaw dropped. They're everywhere.
There's an app for that now.
Oh yeah.
So
that's like me and Trev are gonna start doing
Metamorphosis. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Well, it's kind of become like I think we've done it maybe once or twice so far. When especially it works out even better when it's Facebook. So when somebody gets fucking stupid and out of pocket and they say some unhinged shit, I've just been looking them up in the registry, and I found a couple of them. So what happens is they say, they'll say some abusive shit, and then I link your fucking registry, and then you watch their comment disappear. Like, so every time that's how me and Trevor are gonna reply. All gas, no brakes.
Everybody needs to download the NSOPW app, which is the National Sex Offender. I don't know what the fuck, but you put in your location or a zip code or whatever, and you will be aware of every sex offender that is obeying the law and registering their address. So now a lot of these fuckers, you know, they won't register for years and years and years and years and years. So there's a good chance there's probably like 20 of them, plus the people who haven't gotten caught yet are in your area. But it's good to know, especially if you've got kids, okay, this motherfucker's here, this motherfucker's here, this motherfucker's here. You know, so I tell everybody download NSOWP or NSOPW, excuse me. You can get it on Apple or Google. And you can literally,
I gotta look at that one.
it works well. I mean, it's not the best, you know, the best that I've found. But it works well. It's free. You literally can you can use your location. You can set it within a quarter mile, a half mile, a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and it'll show every register on the map that's that close to you. You know, you can even go to other countries if they have a registry, as long as, because this is through the government. This is a government app. You can, if you don't have the app, it's also nsopw.gov. If you don't want to download the app and have the government on your phone, there's that.
Do the government people that sleep with kids leave their names off of the app?
I'm sure they do. I'm almost, you know, I'm almost positive that's a thing. You know,
When a new one pops up, there should be a fire alarm chirp.
yeah, yes, that would work.
So
That
that's the most aggressive way to get notified.
That was funny.
Keith was killing me on that.
I gotta get that as a
You were-
ringtone or something.
You fucking killed me when you were doing that shit during one of your lives.
That shit was funny. That shit was super funny.
It was inappropriate. I apologize.
No, it wasn't.
I gotta find that. What episode was that? How many ago about? That's when the whole Boneyard crew just jumped in. After your interview. That episode.
Yeah, I think we rate him that we rated him good that night. I think, Trevor.
Yeah, it was a good one, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to the Boneyard crew. And let me just get in. We got a new one in here. Metalmorphus 8417. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And then we got from Witchy Woman. What is sad is the site only lists child molesters that have been caught. You could have one, right next to you. Now, oh yeah, I know. And
is it just caught? It's got to be convictions.
Yeah,
right?
it's convictions. Yep.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing though. It's only the ones that are caught is just unreal. Because I live in a town with 50,000 people, Wilkes-Barre, and I was just like, wow, I'm just blown away. And that's the ones that were actually caught.
I got 12 in a 3 mile radius of my house.
Go get it, Louisville, and get to work.
And you can click on him. This dude's name is Davis Dudley. He's 64. If they have a current mugshot, it'll be on there, so I can click on it. I'm not trying to dox this dude's address, but you can't see it from my light anyway. But it's got his mugshot. It's got
totally just saw his address on me.
Hey, fuck him. It's public knowledge. Listen, it's public knowledge. Bro, fuck him. You know,
I don't have no sympathy for that shit. So whatever. But
No.
In Virginia, if you pull up the Virginia State Police Registry, it shows everyone in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, that's the way it needs to be done. Is it needs to be.
Say same though with Trev and Chris and stuff though. But I mean, Keith, what you could look into, where they're at, and that's goddamn.
Not really. I mean, I can't see any more than you guys do.
Really?
And that's
an
why
open investigation, right?
Yeah,
no, I mean, I just figured though, with his checks and stuff, background checks and all that.
I mean, I mean, if they're not in the registry and they've been, say, arrested before and not convicted or something, I can see it. But I can't just. I would have to search an individual person and something would pop up. I can't just be type it in and it gives me a list of people or nothing.
Well, and that's an overreach of law enforcement. I don't know what it's really called, but it's an overreach of government power. If you were to be able to do that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I mean, dude, I've got some experience with this. I caught about 75 in one summer, just in northern Colorado from Denver to the border of Wyoming. And yeah, bro, it was a long summer. Not just dealing with these pieces of shit, but dealing with dealing with law enforcement that were almost like upset that like I'm handing you a full case. It's got all the evidence you need. It's got everything. You know, one dude acts stupid, they end up getting punched the fuck out or jumped on by like 2, 3, 4 dudes. And all of a sudden, like they don't want to take your cases in the first place, but then they really don't. And then they're every time you pop up, because we tried doing things the right way, right? We made sure we had a solid case. We'd print everything out or have it all in a file to be able to send through Axon or whatever they have. But eventually it gets to the point where like the cops didn't give a fuck. They treated us like we were inconveniencing them and wasting their time and therefore wasting tax dollar money. Which was fucking stupid, man, because a lot of these dudes, probably like close to half,
Fuck them.
I don't know about that. It's private or it's public information, but
I'm gonna take a comment
you know,
in a
20,
second. Go ahead.
20
Go
or
ahead.
so of these dudes are not just already registered sex offenders, but they're violent sex offenders.
Well, Trev, I'll tell you what it is, man. Most cops, especially these days, are inherently lazy as fuck. You're giving them work to do, and
You know, that's right.
they're lazy. So my suggestion would be to there's always one or two detectives in a place that want to do the work. I mean, I don't know how you would find them at the police department, but you know, if you know a lot of people, if you can build a relationship with one solid like detective, and when you have a packet, you hand it to that, you call that detective and hand it to that detective because you know it's going to get done. That's the best way to go about it, man.
For sure. I mean, we even went all the way up with dealing with ICAC. They didn't, you know, they fucking the normal PD and the sheriff in one particular county that I'm around was so sick of us because you know we're like I said in a summer about 75, so we're just cracking this shit every night. We're going out, you know, playing whack-a-mole, and it like they literally got to the point they're like, look, we're not doing anything until you talk to ICAC. We had like a 4.5-hour meeting with ICAC that ended up with the three of us that were present because it was a 4-man team. Literally, I walked out without saying anything. 2 other people walked out cussing out ICAC. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like, these are the one people who are, you know, who's going to be able to help. And it got so bad, dude. Like, they gave me eventually because, you know, ICAC was like, look, we want you to give all the information to us. We don't want you physically doing this. Excuse me. You can build the case, build the information, turn it into us, let us deal with it. Well, the only reason I personally was doing this is to make sure the community has exposure on these fucking people in case they don't get arrested. Mm-hmm. And B, low key kind of like hoping that one of these idiots wants to fucking swing on me. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be
that'd be the fun option.
Yeah. So like, no, I just don't want to fucking hand you the paperwork. And when it got to that point, man, we had a situation where it wasn't even like there had been a couple self-defense cases where we had beaten the brakes off a couple of these dudes, and nothing happened. And then there was one situation where like I hit a dude one time, just once. Like I didn't knock him out, I didn't knock out teeth, I didn't break a nose, I just hit him in the jaw. That was it. You know what I mean? Backed up, told him leave me the fuck, you know, back the fuck up. The homie was carrying a pistol. We made it very clear, like, if you come towards us again, you're not going to get hit in the mouth. They gave me a hate crime for that.
Which is ludicrous.
Yeah. So they're a protected class, at least in Colorado.
Yeah. I mean,
the dude wasn't white, which maybe didn't help, but like in court, they didn't even bring up race, anything like that. They just straight up were upset that a pedophile got hit in the mouth.
What the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, you
They
know
didn't
what?
even know how to
Like,
charge it. They charged me with a misdemeanor hate crime, which I didn't even know that was a thing, with highlighted I think it was punch, hit, kick, shove. And I'm like, can y'all be a little more, can y'all at least fucking say, like, you know, you fucking hit the dude in the mouth, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why it's Keith, you might be able to answer that. I know you're a cop and not a defense attorney, but why is it like, why is there a class of something and then it goes like punch, hit, kick, shove instead of it being just like assault or like, you know, whatever the fuck?
It should be. I mean, that's how it is here. I don't know how the left coast is weird, bro. I mean, here it's either simple assault or aggravated assault. That's all you get.
Right.
Whether you know.
Yeah, it's
So they have like a 5-step fucking class of assault there or something.
well, I don't even think it was that. It was just what I particularly got charged with. I'll send you a picture of it. I need to dig through and I'll send you a picture of the actual charge on, you know, because I have the paperwork. But it was literally like, I think it was a misdemeanor assault with a hate crime attachment. And then it literally said punch / hit / kick / shove.
Oh, I think that's okay. So I think that's what it is. Is like there's simple assault, and then if you get, I guess, convicted of it, you know, I guess there's different levels of punishment. If it's a simple assault where you're just using your hands and no weapons,
Right.
it's like down here.
Right.
If it's a simple assault where I don't know, you fucking took your belt off and beat the piss out of them with it, that's like would be an enhancement or something.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was stupid, dude. They gave me probation. I was pretty sure I was still on parole when that happened, to be honest. Or fresh off of parole. And they gave me probation on a hate crime, which I was cool with. I was like, all right, for sure,
Yeah,
you know.
that one, yeah.
And then
Right in the
they
back
had it as a deferred sentence. They're like, you know, you complete probation without any issues, we'll wipe this off your record because this is your first hate crime. The caveat to that case was pull all videos. You're not allowed to catch until you're off of probation, which I haven't gone back since because I've been scared that if I do, they've already caught me once, they've already fucked me once. What's going to happen the second time? But so the caveats to that were, like I said, were no catching while on probation, pull all videos of all interactions because like all of this shit was on YouTube. Every single one of them was on YouTube.
Did the court? Did they say anything to him about being a friggin' pathetic child molester or anything like that?
They did bring up that he was an illegal immigrant, but nothing about, you know, wanting to have sex with a 12-year-old and run a train on her with like a whole double wide trailer with like 15 legal immigrants in it. They didn't say anything about that, but they were, you know, they did mention that he was an illegal immigrant. It was
everything's so fucking upside down, bro. Everything is so goddamn upside down.
It's
you know
crazy.
what? And that's what this guy, Mr. Conductor, bro. This fucking moron. First and foremost, dude, like he checks every goddamn box. If you saw the guy's face, dude, you'd look at me like, oh yeah, that I could see it. 100%. He walks around with a goddamn train conductor hat on. Like, what's fucking wrong with you?
How awesome would it be when he gets locked up though? If he gets arrested with his hat on, because he's definitely getting a train. That'd be fucking great.
Like, you know what? It's like if he Morningstar, comment in the chat because I'm not reading your text right at the moment. Fucking what do you call it? No, like with the hat, dude, he wears like high heels, I guess, and like, you know, all the fishnets. He playing weirdo games online. I mean, bro, they already got like, you know, the superficial level that was provided from a friend of mine was, you know, it should be enough to at least, and I honestly believe once that gets cracked and once the, you know, law enforcement gets in there, they're going to get a lot of bodies. They're not just going to get, they're gonna just like when every other Discord gets swept out.
Well, and it's a real thing because the big thing we were doing was running numbers through Telegram. So once we would have their phone number, we would run it through Telegram. And like, sure, not everybody on Telegram is like trying to fucking source.
Some of us
fucking
watch Paul
kitty
Miller
porn.
on there, bro.
Right, exactly. You and I fucking watch Paul Miller. But there is a lot of sick, nasty, twisted groups on Telegram. And so a lot of catchers run numbers through Telegram, and it's almost like a guarantee. Okay, if you've already got this dude on luring a minor, dick pics to a minor, whatever the case may be, if he's on Telegram, he's probably on Telegram for some fucking weird shit. Period.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, so far some of the people, the things that we've dealt with on Telegram is when you got to go kind of off the reservation to reach out, and that's the only way we can talk to somebody like Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Or there's certain people, former members of law enforcement, that that's the only way this woman can operate, and she's helped me a little bit too. But if all else fails, I'm just gonna feed this fucking asshole to the gardener, bro. Like, there's a guy that me and Trev have dubbed the gardener.
Yeah.
And he's an old man, and he's looking for some action. I can promise you that. Got nothing but
I mean,
I love you, buddy.
I called a friend of mine because I don't know anybody up there. But he does. So he's gonna get a name for me in the next day or so.
Yep. All right, cool.
Well, and I guarantee, because CSAM, at least with the cops, is trackable. From my understanding, very easily. I think that, at least I hope that with a name, an address, an IP address, whatever, a phone number, whatever, that, be able to verify that this dude has, CSAM, CP, whatever you want to call it, on one or more of his devices, and it just gets dealt with.
And the other thing is, I hope that ultimately, not only do we take this monster off the fucking street, and it's just, but it's like whack-a-mole, dude. Like,
it is
where you crack one, it's like 55 more pop up. But ultimately, what I hope for in the long run is that somehow we can find whoever these young kids they're in these videos. If we can find them, get them away from these situations. And I know that's probably the harder part, because who knows? A
lot of them are trafficked and in other countries.
That's fair. And the other thing is,
the real thing,
like with the addiction stuff, is you look at how much catastrophe it creates in young kids that were abused. I think at least I could, some of us in this case, certainly a lot of people in our community have been abused, whether physically, mentally, sexually, and it's led to a lot of really wild life decisions through, and most of us have gone to drugs and alcohol.
For sure. I would rather
something like that. Yeah, man.
I would rather somebody go to drugs or alcohol than, who the fuck is this dude calling a chomo?
No, that's my man Matt.
No, he's talking about somebody else.
All right, my bad. Sorry.
I
was about to tweak out.
No, Matt's
Lewis isn't wearing that green hat, dude.
Matt worked in prisons. He's saying if you're a chomo, you definitely got fucked up.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I got dead rats tattooed on me. I got all sorts of shit, bro. I've been there, done that. ACAB, I do, and I'm covering that up because of you, Keith. I really am. No, I swear to God, I am.
I want to get a picture of you with it before.
You can have the picture right here. Look, there's ACAB. That's awesome. And then the other one I don't really want to show on camera. So what I was saying was,
goes here. We don't give. Keith just said he wants to fucking nuke everyone. Show us.
Well, so listen, Red's right. It does fuck up a kid for life. I'm one of those kids. It is, but look, I would rather somebody turn to drugs and alcohol than continue the fucking cycle and turn into a fucking piece of shit weirdo themselves. Because a lot of times, I don't know why, I went through hell as a fucking kid, but I didn't grow up to fucking touch kids. I didn't grow up to fucking be a fucking weirdo. And a lot of these people, a lot of their whole thing is like, it happened to fucking me.
Oh,
hi baby,
sis.
what are you doing?
Thank
What's
you
up,
for
Cass?
being here.
You know, it's a real thing. It's like
I think
I would much rather somebody as fucked up as it sounds turn to drugs and alcohol than turn to
Well,
As long as it doesn't
fucking
know what.
kids.
But I mean,
Yeah, but I know what Trev's saying. Follow the drugs and alcohol. Hopefully, they can get saved out of that and have a good
Right.
support system around them.
you know, in
That keeps you sober. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's number one thing is the people you talk to. Like, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Your support system, I think, is bigger than anything with sobriety. 100%.
For sure.
like, and that's you see this. It's common with like Trev is saying, like if you stay in that fire for long enough, it is true. Like you can become just a maniac, or you just become what you hate. You see this a lot in trafficking rings. Keith, I'm sure you've seen it or just been dialed. You're in law enforcement, where a lot of times children that are victims of child trafficking end up becoming the spotters, the scouts. They're kind of almost to be groomed so deep into that life. They don't even, and sometimes it's hard and I get complicated with that one because they don't necessarily know what they're doing. It's kind
Do
of
you really
like
think they don't know what they're doing, or do you think
I
that,
think,
like,
but I
it's more
mean,
brainwash, or what do you mean by that?
I think, yeah, I think it's there's no simplistic answer to it. I think it's a compounding factors. I mean, look, if you get snatched up at 5 and that's your life, and then they you all right, well, they got no use for this one no more. So what better way than
I think it's a control
groom 'em in?
thing. Like they finally feel like they have control of something because they were being
Right.
abused
True.
for so long. Now that they're older, they have control over this. It's the same like growing up in like I don't know a bad Section 8 area, and you want to get the fuck out, but
Right.
you know, then you start dealing a little bit of fucking weed and making money, and even though when you were kind of little, that's all you live for so long, and then you're like fuck it, man. And now that you grew up in that, you're older. You got all these younger people looking up to you. It's like a control thing, man, where they don't feel they feel they've never had control of anything in their life, especially being abused. And now that they're like scouting or whatever, they have a little control over other people. I think it's I don't know. I think it's like
the other thing is like from and I'm talking exclusively for those that came from that that were groomed in as kids. They were viciously denied, so they still have that child intellect mindset, that naiveness to I think to a degree. Like I'm not talking about like somebody that's I'll just say it straight, is retarded. That's a separate issue, but I think that there needs to be punishment across the board, through and through. Like this cannot be to me, as far as punishment goes, it needs to be black and white. But however, we can find ways that like I think to help some of the ones that are survivors of trafficking, there needs to be better things, whether we have facilities for them to go to, and give them proper therapy instead of, I mean, you think about it, you're taking them, they've been in a cell since they were 4 years old. They come out, they're still in that cell, even when they're free to move about, because even if they're on the street, they still got somebody that's going to take them out. They got a shot caller.
Or on top of it, it's the whole mental
right.
And
sure. And I think just like they're not going to understand the weight of it. I think through proper therapy and rehabilitation. I mean, I still think that they should stay where the fuck they are, away from everybody else. However, I do think with that exclusive class of individual, I think it's fine. But for the shot callers and the street teams and the ones that pick them and snatch and grab bastards, I think we should just skip the due process and just time up and light them on fire.
Fuck yeah, no.
I mean, if there was a purge where we didn't have to go fucking get locked up for fucking 20 or 25, but yeah, I mean, I do it in a second, but there's that, like,
Well, I mean, so here's the thing though, is like, people are like, oh, he'll get what he deserves in prison. Look, I've done a stretch of prison time.
They're a PC.
And like, granted, I mean, so yeah, some states have PC, some states don't. But like, look, a lot of these dudes are weirdos who are living in mom's basement, right? They get caught, they go to prison. And like, really, as a gang member myself, really what we do is like 9 times out of 10 is they're getting extorted. Like, sure, they might get hands put on them the first time, boom, 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 boom. And then it's like, look, unless you want to get beat up again or stabbed next time, you're going to pay me this much money a week, or to our gang a week or monthly, or however your commissary comes in. And that's what it is. And like, usually we give them, like, you can have 1 5-minute phone call a week. You can leave your fucking house, your cell, twice a week to shower. You know, if we see you out of the cell except for that one phone call or for your 2 showers, you're going to get your ass beat, whoop to whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's, unless there's like a personal vendetta type aspect to it, it's not rare. And like, I've been on medium and high security yards in Colorado, and unless there's like a personal vendetta to it, a lot of the time these people aren't just getting stabbed up. Sure, I've seen pedophiles get stabbed up, thrown off of tiers, stomped. I stomped a dude out bad, flight for life disaster, and all the prison did was put me on the other side of the yard. Like, they didn't give a fuck. I was in the hole for like,
I was going to ask you, are they sympathetic?
whatever.
I was going to ask you, Vaz, are like, are they a little bit more sympathetic as to like, even on the street, if you beat up someone that's like, a Harvard grad, a good person or whatever, or you beat up a fucking, some of the, I think they're a little more lenient, don't you? All depends on the judge.
For sure. I mean, like, a lot. This is disgusting, man. And this is one thing I hate about living in a blue state. And like, I think Florida's got this shit on point right now. Is in Colorado, I've seen people catch like 2, 3, 4 sex cases, and the most they're getting is like a year in county jail. The first 2 or 3, they're getting probation. It's literally like, you gotta fuck up as a sex offender. Like, you have to like do some deranged ass shit to go to prison. The one thing Colorado is doing right, I will say this, is they do a 2 to life program if you have a sex case. So literally, regardless, you end up in Colorado DOC, and it's for specifically just a sex case, and not for a sex case and this and that and the other, but just a sex case. You're going to get 2 to life. So in 2 years, you're going to see the parole board. And I hate to say this, this is the other side of that topic, that, it's the coin is fucked up. It's a good coin, but it's also fucked up. Is, sure, yeah, they get 2 to life. But unless you like cut a little girl's head off and did some weird shit to her body, in 2 years, when you see the parole board the first time, 9 times out of 10, they're kicking you out of prison. Maybe the second time, but still, you're going to see them anywhere from, after that first 2 years, anywhere from every 6 months to every year. So yeah, 2 to life is great. There is some monsters in there who have been on, doing 2 to life, and they're 15, 20 years deep. But why have a fucking 2 to life sentence if you're letting them go in 2 years? It doesn't make any sense.
No,
it doesn't make any sense at all. That's why Florida, like, I fuck with what Florida's doing. If you get, I don't remember the exact, so I'm not going to say it, but it's something like, if your victim's under 13, what is it, Chris? Your victim's under 13, and it's a death penalty or some shit.
That's what Virginia does too.
What?
I think it's under 12 or 12 or under.
Bobby,
It's enhanced.
Bobby Bright, what's going on, brother?
Bobby in the house from Canada. What's up, Bobby Bright? One of my best friends in the world, right there. Great fucking guy.
No, Bobby's a great guy. I've had the
I'm going out
time
there.
to catch up with him on and off over the last year, but I was talking to him the other day. He's he's a great human being.
Yeah, it's like one of my best fucking friends in the
Hey,
planet.
dude. When Bobby came on here and told me his childhood, I was like, gee, I don't think I've ever heard one almost as bad as that.
Well, Keith, when he was talking to us at first, I thought he was talking about his 30s. Like, he's in his 30s about some of those crimes. That shit was 14, 15. Yeah. It's like, fuck,
well,
man.
I mean,
he went hard.
He snatched up his sister when he was 8 and left and took. I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
It's a great story. That if how he actually turned it around and made it, dude. It's very inspirational.
And he dealt with the higher, like the high ups, and they had a reputation. And R.I.P. to Dean and Bobby. We love you, brother, and I can't wait to get out there, man. So
Bobby, I'm gonna have to check out your story, man. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds interesting.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you
Bob-
the first one, Trev.
yeah,
It's
Thank you, Keith.
yeah. I
But
mean,
well, I have the hard truth with Bobby Bright on the Loomis show. You
Yeah.
can check that out.
Okay,
And
for sure.
also, yeah, he just grew up rough, and he was like, you know, he's a tough guy, gangster, and but he turned his whole life though around, and he's doing, you know, he's doing the right thing. So
Man,
see how
sometimes
those
you gotta
sugar goes,
turn
Bob.
around and let go and let God, bro.
mhm.
A lot of the times, you know, I am nowhere near close to the person I was when I got out in 2019.
Yeah, it's just not, yeah.
You know, I'm still not the one to fuck with. Like, I don't fucking play games, but I'm not intentionally like,
But you don't look
you know,
for it though. You
yeah,
just know
running
you're
amok,
around.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, that's what's fucking awesome about, like, you know, first of all, when I was on y'all's show, I didn't realize how much I talked. That shit was long as fuck.
That's
And then we had 2 more hours after we got off.
afterwards. That's what happened to me and
It's
Keith.
like-
That's how we became partners. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but in what world, if I didn't go through this shit, would I fucking be hanging out with Loomis, Chris, and fucking brother Trev with ACAB on his fucking hands? Like, it's just fucking awesome. Dude.
Yeah, you told
it's
Kevin
cool,
too
man.
with me. You're like, yeah, I just want to talk to that Loomis guy. I want to go on the show. And the next thing you know, I'm like, hey, Keith,
Yeah.
I'll leave
It's
the
just
Loomis show.
you meet really solid people, and I think I talked to you more than I talked to fucking any goddamn person I work with.
Yeah.
It's just cool. It's just good
And
shit, man.
Bobby,
And
Bobby
it's-
Bright.
Yeah, Bobby. I'll talk. Yeah, it's like we were talking about at the beginning, man. Like with this whole shit where people they're just so hardline to one side or the other, and you don't fucking open up your fucking mind to anything fucking new. They miss all this shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
they miss all
Well,
the shit.
and there's a
You're
guy.
this way. They miss all the good shit in the fucking middle, and I was that way forever. I mean, especially during fucking, the first my 20s as a cop and stuff like that, dude. You fucking tell me that this guy's got fucking this tattooed on him, I'm like, fuck that guy. It's just
wasting their life.
you make you get your opinions right away, and you go over here. But I don't know, man. This stuff's turned out to be pretty cool. You meet some pretty cool fucking solid people.
Trev, if
Well-
you don't mind me asking though, did you have addiction problem?
Oh yeah, bro.
So let me ask you this question. I talked to like a hardened gangster one time, and a lot of it, but we were out to eating one time, and I said to him, I go, is it hard for you now not to commit crimes? And he goes, is it hard for you not to have a drink? Like this, like when I first got sober, I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's like that, because he was just taking everything that wasn't bolted down since he was a kid and fucking was in a real fucking known fucking gang.
Right.
So, but like you have like that double though, like, you're used to like getting your income from whether it's crimes plus that addiction thing in your head.
Right. So it's
I committed
mean,
crimes
I
for
won't-
my addiction, but I wasn't like a gangster. You know what I
right.
mean?
So here's like this is something that like this will be like a very exclusive, not in-depth thing, but only happening on this channel. I don't tell people, like what set I'm from or anything, except for it is strictly a prison gang. We have made national news for some very serious shit. But so here's my thing is, so like, because I come from strictly a prison gang, I'm not on the street like gang banging, running colors, fucking acting stupid. What I will say is the whole reason I went to prison in the first place. Okay, 97% of the reason why I went to prison in the first place and started catching charges because I was a heroin addict.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I was a heroin addict to the point where in order to keep my addiction up, I had to fucking start selling. And when you're selling, especially at 16, 17, 18 years old, you've got other people. You got people who think they can rob you. You got people that think they can rip you off. So and these people are carrying straps.
CI's bringing in no money with the same serial number, trying to get you. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
fucking stupid shit, bro.
Yeah.
So, but you've got grown men, I was barely an adult turning into a young adult. I've got dudes that are running around with pistols. So I start carrying pieces, then I got dope on me, and then it turns into a whole fucking kerfluffle of bullshit. And, people start dying. especially with opiates, people start fucking dying, dude. And shit gets, whether it's, related to their use or it's related to acting stupid. Like, people are very serious, like more so than meth from my experience, or cocaine. Like, people get hurt a lot more over something that you're physically dependent on. So if I know I'm not going to sleep tonight and I'm going to be shaking and throwing up and fucking, restless leg and all that shit, like,
Oh, snake
nothing
on the
is going to
bed.
stop me. If I have to fucking rob you at gunpoint, I'm going to rob you at gunpoint to make sure that I can go to bed tonight. So I'm good enough to take care of my kids while my wife goes to work or whatever, so it's a very black and white, cut and dry thing, man. Like, for me, the whole gang shit came, like, I was hanging around the gang that I joined before I got put in prison, but I couldn't join that gang until I was in prison. And once I went to prison, like, I was still doing fuck shit and running amok in prison, and like that opened a lot of doors for me that people don't usually have access to. Like, usually, you've got your time on the porch, which is your probationary period. Like for MCs, it's like prospecting, same difference. And so instead of having to do anywhere from a year to 3 years on the porch, I did like fucking 8 months, 6 months, and I benefited my crew to the point where they wanted me on fully, because some of the things I was doing, allegedly, I could not, I couldn't do without being on the ride. I couldn't do being on the porch. I couldn't do in general. And the ride's making money off this. We're all eating off of this alleged ventures I'm making. So, it was a very short time. I still had to show I was capable of violence. I still had to do a pretty gnarly stabbing. And besides that, like, dude, I was one of the luckiest, easiest things, that I as far as my situation, I was super lucky. It's one of the easiest things compared to homeboys of mine that sat on the porch for 2 years, running amok, stabbing people, doing whatever. I had it fairly easy. You know,
So
so
when you
it's
went inside, though, when you went inside, like you said, like you had some of these guys like already on the street, though, with so when you went inside, like you were
right.
known, but you just still had to go through like you said, that MC prospect period.
Right. Yeah. So it's very, like I said, very similar to an MC prospect period. We just call it, at least from where I'm, the gang that I belong to, we call it sitting on the porch. To where it's, yeah, you're a prospect. You know maybe 50% of what's going on around you, and if somebody is like, hey, take this and go fucking, you know what I mean, take care of dude, there you do it. Because if not, you're gonna get stabbed the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, once you say yes and you get put on the porch, you do everything you need to do to, get fully on the ride. Because if not, like, you're gonna get crashed off that yard, you're gonna get stabbed off that yard, you might end up dying.
So if you show weakness or anything, though, in that gang, though, they want you gone, though, or whatever. No, it's not just like, hey, man, you're not fucking tough enough for this. They're gonna stab you up and send a message to get you out.
Usually, because if you're already on the porch, like, which is like means it's almost like having just the bottom rocker right on a biker patch. So, like, yes, you technically are very affiliated. Like, you're earning your bones. You're doing whatever you need to do to become a full member. So, like, way more than a white dude who might hang out with us, but he's not on the porch. He just hangs out, plays cards. Like, he may have a little bit of knowledge, but like, if you're on the porch, you're gonna know a lot more than like the average white dude who knows of a little bit of what's going on. You know what I mean? Whether it's like they know this, usually
They give you what you need to know.
Right, exactly.
A lot of times.
Right. And so, like, a lot of times it's like, and a lot of times there's fake information that's put out there. It's, they might say, you know, a load's coming into the prison this upcoming Wednesday, and in reality, like it's coming the Sunday before that. You know what I mean, or whatever. Like just little things to try to throw people off. So it's interesting, dude. My perspective, like I said, is a lot different because I am from a prison gang. Sure, there are like very rare instances that there is like a little bit of motion on the streets when it comes to us, but like our big motion that we caused in the streets in the first place caught federal national news, and that was just that. You know what I mean? We don't want to, but we're also, you know, we're the biggest white gang in Colorado. You can't go to a single prison yard without encountering us at all. So it's one, you know, it's one of those things.
So hypothetical though, I mean, and I don't mean to take you into this dark place or whatever though, but like you
You're
fuck
good.
up or whatever though, and like, you know, or you know, you got to go back in. Are you going back to that gang? Or do you have a choice?
I don't have a choice. No. So if I were to go back into prison, it would be back to the same bullshit.
Survival.
Yeah. And really, dude, I'm a small dude. Like, you know, Keith and I
That
like
doesn't mean anything.
talking about this shit. Like, bro, my driver's license says I'm 5'6". I'm gonna just say I'm 5'6". You know what I mean? Like,
That don't mean anything, man. You fight someone tall like Teddy Atlas says.
well, so that's the
break
thing.
the windows, break the low windows.
It's a real thing, dude. It's the small motherfuckers. I would much rather fight somebody way bigger than me than I would my size.
Yeah,
For sure.
they'll double leg him down and stuff like that, though. But some of your size and like the short guys are
Right.
don't, and you know, because I think I'm not saying though that like you, but one of my buddies who's 5'6", who's tough as fuck, like you had no hesitation, just boom. But he, that's what made him that way because he felt like, you know, because he was like, you know, he had that, you know, complex,
sure.
I guess, because he's short. But
Trev, I couldn't even go with 5'6" on my license. Everybody knew that'd be bullshit. I had to go 5'5".
It's a real thing, dude. I mean, like,
It
and
made
then
him
but
rich,
everybody's
Trav.
got different builds. You know, I am nowhere near as athletic as you. Like, even while I've been running tests for years, dude, and I sit at home and I watch my kids. I don't work out. I don't do shit. But
you
I'm like
while running tests?
5'5" and just like built like a, you know, like a brick shit house, and I'll still, you know, I'll
Yeah.
level some shit if I have to, bro.
Yeah, you know, but you're at that age though. Like, if you don't mind asking, like, what are you? How old are you? Around what decade?
I'm old enough and young enough to still have a pretty baby face. I'm in
So
my
you're in your
early 30s.
Speak for yourself. I am pushing 40, and listen, I feel like I look pretty fantastic for my age.
Hey,
What I tell you, dude,
Chris,
you
you're
had the
fucking
profile.
gorgeous,
I
bro.
go. You look
No,
like a woodman.
I see,
Jake
like,
Gyllen. Chris.
Not
remember I
only
told-
can you find crazy over at Roll the Bones, but you can find attractive people.
Chris, remember
This
I
is
told
true.
you, Jake Gill. Chris, real quick, Jake Gyllenhaal. Remember?
Dude, you know what? I want to put this out there. You know, bro, like, you're like the fifth person in that week. You were like the first to say that Jake Gyllenhaal bullshit. And then me and Trev met they're a great people, very foreign couple.
Yeah.
Very foreign. Yeah.
Very European, I should say. And
Yep.
and she is like, oh, like, you look like Jake Gyllenhaal. And I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is this
told
shit?
you.
And then this other guy, we went drinking with a club, and he had said that shit, and I was kind of like, what fucking
There's no
what
bad-
weirdo?
Bro, I'm not from a fucking MC. Period. Like I'm
Who's
not
from
a
an
fucking
MC?
chicken. Like
What a-
Robert Costa. Like, listen, bro, I'm not from a fucking MC. First and foremost.
Yeah, he said though that what he was talking about was like an MC for prospects.
He said, he said, just give it up. Tell us what motorcycle gang you're from and don't be a chicken.
He's
Listen,
not
bro.
in the motorcycle gang. He was talking.
Yeah, I'm not from an MC. I'm from a prison gang. And I'm exactly.
What's he referring to? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. All he said is just tell us what motorcycle gang you're in. Don't be a chicken, bro. Listen, I'm not.
Learn how
from an
crime
MC.
works.
Yeah, like, and first off, they're not motorcycle gangs, bro. They're MCs.
Yeah, it's
so
clubs.
figure shit the
It's a
fuck
club,
out.
bro.
Like, figure it the fuck out, bro.
It's a club, homeboy.
Yeah, I don't know what motorcycle gangs is, even, bro.
Trev, all you did was use, and I think it was a perfect analogy. You brought up the MC just to say about the prospects. It was a great analogy.
Like it's a very similar thing.
I'm in the biggest gang in the country.
You are. You're
Yeah, you are.
Bro, you are.
Yeah, the U.S. government. He's the man.
Costa, that's the
And
biggest
bro
That
asked for. Hey, and
Who
I just
threatened
want to throw that
society
out
with
there.
nuclear weaponry in the start of this.
I do want to throw this out there too. Besides telling me I'm in an MC and just don't be a chicken and to say what MC I'm from, he also wants to know my fucking government name. So, bro, you could eat a bowl of dicks with no milk and fuck out of here with that CI shit.
Yeah. Well, that
Whoa. Here we go.
good times. But hey, just Tanglewood. Yeah, U.S. government is absolutely the
we
biggest
have people
mafia,
here
but-
on as guests, though. They're friends of ours. You understand that?
I understand that, but when people are asking for my government,
Trev, I wasn't saying that to you.
okay, I was
No,
gonna say,
no, you
listen,
stated to the
Loomis, we
chat.
can get into a fucking argument over this shit, homeboy.
But me and you,
But no,
All of us, anybody.
Trev, I fucking
Like-
love you, man.
I heard you were fangirling over me fucking before I popped in.
No, I
so-
said though, man, it's sad to say with the addiction and because I
I'm
went
just
heavy
fucking
and
with you,
almost
bro.
lost my leg with fentanyl, all that shit.
Hey, fentanyl's the devil, bro.
Yeah,
I got fuck
then,
heroin
but then,
tattooed
that
on me,
episode, I break one of these out. You're like, yeah, and then I was talking other shit. I was just like, I like that fucking guy, man. No, I wasn't. I was telling. I was telling.
That's
the
right.
fucking guy
They're saying I've aged
real
like a
quick.
fine wine. That's
Let's clear
correct. I
this up.
can't do that plug on an addiction show for moral reasons.
But can I clear this up though? I was telling the guy in the chat that these are friends of ours. I wasn't telling you, Trav.
You're good.
No, I know.
You're
I'm
good.
good.
I just
Like,
needed to tweak out on somebody for a minute. Apparently, it's been one of
I
them
get you.
days.
I'm good.
I'm
good.
Dude, Robert, check this out, bro. Like I've already told you to eat a whole bowl of dicks with no milk. So check this out. I'm not telling you what set I'm from. I'm not telling you anything. So you could
Well, why
figure
would
it the
you
fuck
over-
out.
why
You could
wouldn't you
try to
online?
figure it out. What's up?
Why would you online? You don't
Exactly. It's nobody's
need to
fucking
track that.
business. And hey, maybe check this out. Maybe just for anybody else, and this isn't directed to Loomis, Keith, Chris, for anybody else, think about this. Maybe I'm a fucking dad. I'm over 10 years older than I was when I joined that shit, and I don't fucking do crime anymore. So
Good.
even you want to run my background, you want to fucking figure blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck, bro. If you see me and there's a fucking issue, we can handle that shit. If not, you're some weirdo on the internet trying to get my government name, asking me what motorcycle gang I belong to. That's not even a real fucking word you can put together, homeboy. And that's what I got to say to you, dog. Like it's pretty simple shit. I'm sorry I get all and I wouldn't last 2 minutes. What, in your wife's pussy, bitch? What's up, fool?
Well, you
Fuck
guys
you think
don't
this
get it up
is?
till punching each other, so there's no reason to argue back and forth.
Well, I mean, you want to tell me?
No,
listen,
Trev, I understand. No, where you got from Costa. I don't know why you're bringing hostility in here to our friends, my man.
I'm not trying to, but somebody wants to.
No,
say
I
it.
said, I didn't say you.
Okay,
I-
I'm tweaking out, bro. Listen,
Yo,
I
Trev,
get
I'm talking
a
to
little
I'm
crazy.
talking to him.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm a funny guy, bro. I'm real fucking funny until you don't want me to be funny, bro. I promise.
All right, could we
This
stop?
took a right. This took a left turn.
Listen, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, Trev,
Loomis,
you have
I'm
a no.
sorry.
Let me say one thing.
I'm
You
sorry.
have all, if someone talks shit on you, you have all right to. I'm not.
No,
I'm just.
bro, I'll crash out. I will say that.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
interested.
I mean,
If
know, we're
you
all
think
men
this
here.
is out of
Nobody-
control, listen. You
No, dude, I don't think that's out of control.
Oh, not you. There, somebody
Oh,
else.
yeah, I get it. I
Yeah.
know.
If you think this is out of control, this
Yeah.
is fucking.
All right, so we can clarify when we're
Yeah,
talking
Bobby,
to,
right, Bobby's
to the
right
chat
here
or
right
each
now.
other. You have to raise your hand. This is for the chat. Like,
Yeah, Bobby. I bet
actually, this
Bobby's
is for
in
the
there,
scroll.
right?
That's for whoever's talking shit in the chat. Sit and spin.
Listen, if you
Um,
talk shit though on the fucking in a chat though to someone, let's just be honest. That's a punk move. You say it to their face around them. Come on.
Yeah, you're a fucking pussy, bro.
How do you erase shit? I'd be a horrible fucking admin person.
Whoever's a
How'd you get
mod
that
can
up?
just click on that
So
shit.
I'm trying to erase shit.
Oh, you could. Why?
You
why
can put them in
raise-
timeout.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, come on, Costa. We don't
Listen,
like that
bro.
fucking. Dude, these are our friends. Come on. Fuck
okay,
around.
run that shit then. Run that shit, bro. Please. If you already know my first name and my last name, go ahead and tell me what my last name is, firstly. And secondly, Run that shit, homeboy.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. Run that. First
Y'all
off,
need some better mods, bro, or more
we don't
mods.
have mod. OG Robe, handle it. Oh no, you're not a mod. You don't have a wrench, OG? Gina? We gotta get Gina a wrench. Look at Bobby. Let's see what Bobby's got to say.
Congratulations, Bobby. Fuck yeah. We'll see you later, bro.
Nice, Bobby. Congrats. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother. Take care.
Take it easy, Bobby.
Yeah, Trev,
Bobby.
you'd love that. You'd love Bobby.
Well,
Well, that was very
Keith, I apologize, especially to you, because I
dude,
know
fucking-
I already
Oh, listen, you had all listen. I was yelling at the chat, not you, Trev.
No, you're Loomis. I already know too, but I feel especially, yeah.
dude.
You feel what?
Listen,
I'm
no,
not gonna
it's just funny, bro. It's funny. Like, I
It's
look at all these
nonsense.
fucking lame ass people that don't know a fucking thing, and it's like, bro, if you know my first and last name and my IP address, send somebody to my fucking house, homeboy. See what the fuck happens.
Well, first off, rule number one is you never ask anyone for their government. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's exactly what
My government
we'll
name's
do.
on the screen.
well,
Hey,
no,
listen,
but you don't
Keith,
ask.
you're a cop. Yeah.
So is mine.
Everyone knows mine, but I'm just saying though, like you don't just go to someone. What's your government name?
Thank you, honey. I will calm down. I will do
I think
that.
he's trying to
Trev,
trying to get a rise out of you, and you
Trev.
know what, Trev? You're better than that. Don't let it get to you. You know what's
Oh,
real.
let me say.
No,
I'm gonna
this
say
is
something real
another-
quick.
You know
I'm gonna
what's
say
real.
something real quick.
Chris
Coffee.
knows if I'm really
Hold on.
freaking out.
Listen,
You don't need a fucking
well,
pro. I know you are.
Oh no, I want to
to
say something real quick. Costa, you're sitting there, it's like, calm the fuck down, take it easy. It's fucking YouTube. Yeah, but this is real world shit that's being discussed. If you want to go and talk some shit at somebody who's reviewing a video game, then salute, enjoy yourself. But
Yeah, but
we're talking about
exactly.
real
We're
world
supposed to
shit
be
with
cool with
real
us
world
now, right?
consequences.
It's supposed to be cool with us. It's disrespecting the show. They're guest on our
I
show.
mean, if you like the confrontation, bro, then you really aren't about shit. You're just really just over here to cause problems. Because if you paid attention, we've talked about addiction. We've also called out child predators.
Fucking
So, I mean, if you think causing also traumatic events and things that people have real shit that people have survived is worthy of talking shit, then our community straight up will ride for something real. I'm not some fucking pussy troll either that's going to sit here. My face is right here.
We're on the internet.
So, I mean, I'm not fucking running. And 100%, I'm going to back Trev up. I'm a fucking 2-hour drive from fucking New York, homie. So, you know what? Come out with your
every
pull up
month,
on me. See if fuck around with me and see if I'm a laughing matter. I promise you, bro. I got a taste of what? You haven't got a taste of shit, bro. Go eat that pizza you've been talking about. But you better be careful because I pay attention to that word pizza very carefully. So
Okay. Now,
Hey,
yes,
look,
bro.
Keith, Loomis,
Like-
one of y'all, give me a wrench, please. Look, I'm gonna say something right now in the chat. Give me a wrench. I'm gonna just finish this shit right now.
I don't
give me
even
a
know.
wrench. All you got to do is talk, right?
Just give me a wrench.
Yeah, he just commented. Loomis, you got control of that.
I
You
said,
just click on
yo,
it.
go ahead and fucking just give me
I got
a
to
wrench.
do it on the. I got to send. What's your
On-
email? I got to go into the studio
On the
and do
YouTube
it.
side, Loomis, if you go on the YouTube side and you just click on Trev's thing, you can right
on the
inside
phone
the
or
live.
on the.
Yeah, you can do it right from your phone, bro.
All right.
So how
do
about
that.
them Dodgers? Just while you're doing what you need to do. Loomis,
Wait,
just give me a
what do
wrench.
Wait, Chris? What do I do here?
You just click on Trev's name and you'll see you'll just see it will be like bump to moderator. But I mean, the fucking fact of the matter is this fucking small dick asshole, gonna come over and it's like my topic's bore a 4-year-old. Bro, I go after the people that are interested in 4-year-olds, homie. So
He has no
I'm
idea
not
who
gonna
the
sit here
fuck
and
he
talk
is.
some
No,
shit.
now I'm
there.
getting but now I'm getting though like our people who watch the show like texting me saying this is uncomfortable, calm down. So we don't usually do this. We're on
No,
the
and
fucking
that's
internet.
I'm asking you for a wrench
We're
just
on
so I
the
can
internet.
fucking knock this dude off your channel.
Yes. Well,
You know what I mean? That's all I want because this dude's acting like a fucking
yeah,
idiot.
Gina just texted me like, this is getting too heavy. I had to fucking go like this.
Hey, look, I apologize to your people.
Me too.
No, you didn't do
Maybe
nothing.
maybe that's my time to fuck off, but it looks like Robert was already banned and their comments were removed.
Yeah.
So look, Robert, just real quick, like I said, eat a whole bowl of dicks, no milk. And the next time you want to run your fucking mouth, find me in Northern Colorado or in Connecticut and say that shit to my motherfucking face. Besides that, I mean, I hope everybody's having a great week.
So with that being said, you should check out Roll the Bones, the Keith
Yeah.
Shibley episode.
We be doing look,
Fantastic
our last
episode.
interview at Roll the Bones was with Keith Shibley. That motherfucker, for a cop, he's all the way with the business. He's a great
Why do you
dude.
think me and him though teamed up, Trev, right afterwards too? I never thought though that I would meet, because from what I did in the past, I just never thought I'd team up though. That me and him hit it off like that. Keith's
Keith is awesome.
He's the
Yeah, I'm
fucking
telling you, I don't know. It's weird because like one of my
He's
best friends now,
transparent.
I told you he's fucking like 6'4", tatted up like Trev, with big holes in his ears, a fucking nose in his. He looks like a fucking Hell's Angel type dude, and he's one of the nicest guys in the world, man. He's probably one of my better friends now. But
Oh yeah, I know.
Is
yeah,
that your boy from Vegas that you met in the rooms?
What's up, Nicholas?
so the guy from Vegas is my sponsor, but I did
Okay.
meet this guy in the rooms too.
Hell yeah. No, you meet some good people in the rooms, man.
I didn't talk to him for the first 2 years, dude, because they're like, you should go talk to this guy. He's really nice. I'm like, fucking that guy will fucking squash me. He looks mad. I was like, no. I mean, the dude doesn't even wear shoes in the fucking winter. He comes in barefoot, and on his foot, he's got a tattoo of a toe tag with his.
I have a toe tag tattoo on my right big toe, actually.
Yeah. But
so I feel it.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It's just it if you didn't go through the hell of addiction, I would have never been here. I'd still be going fucking.
If you would be alive, dude, because you could have walked into a fucked up situation, either withdrawing or fucked up, and gotten yourself
Real quick.
sick.
OG Ruby and Gina, yous are now moderators for the channel.
I am thankful that I got clean right before fentanyl.
Thank you.
For sure.
I was the same way, dude. I got clean.
I would have gotten a blue.
years ago.
I would have gotten one of those fake blues for sure.
And been donezo, dude. And that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Like before it with the
was
heroin, with the heroin, it was one of those things where, like, okay, if you were doing gram shots when you quit and you haven't gotten high in 3 weeks or a year or whatever, you don't do a gram shot. You go back to doing like a half a point to test out the dope, and then you go from there. With the blues and the Fetty powder and all the other shit, you can't, like, all right, so one of my childhood like girlfriends, she was a girlfriend, but she was never anything like serious. We were really young, but she was always a good friend of mine. Like, I lost contact with her. I seen her. This was the same summer I was catching pedophiles. I seen her and her old man. And like, I made sure they were good. I bought them both something to eat. I bought them both some fresh clothes. Just like real cheap shit from Dollar General. Because they looked filthy, and I gave them a ride to the bus station. And like 3 days later, they scored some dope or some blues, and her boyfriend took, like, I think 3 or 4 hits is what he said, handed her the foil. She took 1 hit and she fell the fuck out, because those pills have hot spots in them. Like when they're mixing, when they're mixing thousands of pills an hour and pressing them, you're gonna have, even if a pill weighs 1/10 of a gram or however much it weighs, let's say there's 10 in a gram. I think there's actually 12 of most fake oxys out there. That's usually 11, 12 a gram, but you don't know. It's like the old school ecstasy presses, like, but you're dealing with MDMA with ecstasy. So like, okay, if you're a couple milligrams off, it doesn't matter. With fentanyl, a couple milligrams can fucking kill you. You know what I mean? So I feel you.
One girl that
Milligrams, the fucking piece of salt of it will.
she went back to just smoking weed, and I actually saw the fucking police report. She bought some weed, and I guess the weed had fentanyl in it. I don't know if she knew
Or
that.
cross contamination, probably.
I don't know if she had it or not, but she literally hit it once. She was sitting on the edge of a bed, hit it once, and fucking just died sitting up. 1 hit, done.
Yeah, dude, and now we've got the carfentanil shit and like the trank and the xylazine and all this bullshit, dude. You guys get hit with that before I do. I'm pretty center of the U.S., so it's like it's either coming from the West Coast or coming from the East Coast, but we do still get hit with it. But it's like usually like almost 5 years later.
I mean, especially like at the airport. I mean, I carry Narcan on my belt.
I don't blame you, bro. I carry
Honestly,
Narcan in my car, everything. My wife as well.
It's not the reason that I really started carrying it was because I got a dog that smells shit.
Can Narcan work on a dog?
Huh? Yeah.
Does Narcan work on a dog?
Yeah.
The same way as a human, like the same dose and everything?
Yep. So
that's good to know.
Back in the day, before all this was big, we had, because I went and looked in like our little vet box, and it was literally a syringe and a little vial of Narcan
that you spray up the nose.
It was a needle and a vial, and then I guess they did some testing, and they were like, "Yeah, dude, if they start acting funny, just shoot it right in their nostril like you do a human." So, because the dog I have now, there was like a suitcase just sitting there, and we searched it. This was last year around like football time, and there's not like he only indicates on explosives, so the dog didn't indicate on it. So what we do then is we take the bag, we inventory it, we put it in lost and found. Okay. So I was watching football back at the K9 facility, and I was like, I just got a sandwich. I'm like, fuck. So the patrol guy goes, "Hey man, I'll be there in a minute to take the bag." I was like, "Bro, I got it for you. Don't even worry about it." So I just took the bag, threw it in my car, went back to eat dinner. And then after I was eating, I was like, I guess I'll inventory this bag. I opened it up. Scales, crack, fucking just capsules of, I thought was heroin.
Probably.
While I'm like looking in it, I get a call on the radio. "Hey, that bag you just took, this female's looking for it." And I'm like, okay. So one of the younger officers goes, I said, "Hey man, take this bag to her. Ask, "Hey, is this your bag?" And as soon as she says yes, just put her in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And so that's what he did. And, so I come down and start talking to her because I don't do this. Like, I don't really lock up. I work at a dog. You don't lock up too many people. And I sat down next to her, and I'm like, she's like, "Well, my bag was unattended for like an hour. Somebody probably put that there." I was like, "No, they didn't. Nobody just puts fucking 46 pills of fentanyl in your fucking bag and fucking 3 rocks about the size of my fist." So I told her, I said, "Look, man," I said, "you're probably lucky I'm the one that found it, but I'm going to give you one shot. You own up to it and tell me what it is. We can work something out." I said, "If you're going to sit here and tell me that's not yours, and I got to go look at cameras for the next 2.5 hours," I said, "I will fucking charge you with everything." And she was like, "It's mine." She goes, "You didn't touch it, did you?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, it's fentanyl. It's not heroin." I'm like, fuck. But then I sat down there. This is the other beauty of going through addiction myself. I sat down next to her, and I'm looking at her license, and it don't even look like her, man. And I'm like, I said, "Have you ever been
all sucked back and shit?"
Yeah. I said, "Have you ever been clean?" She said, "I was clean for 2 years, and then she was assaulted and went back to it." And I told her, I was like, "Have you ever been in like recovery?" She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Look, I don't know if you believe in the higher power stuff, but I don't do this. But there's a reason I'm here." I said, I'm going to charge you with, I charged her with 1 count of possession. That was it. But she had a warrant for 3 years comeback time in Georgia, I think. So on the way to jail, I was like, "Look, I mean, I could charge you with distribution. I could charge you with crack. Then, I mean, I probably could have gotten
on top of fucking on top of the fucking transportation."
Yeah. I said, "I'm going to charge you with 1 simple possession. It's still a felony." I said, "I know for a fact the county you're going to has a program in jail, and it takes a while for this stuff to go to the lab and come back and blah." I said, "If you get in that program, and in the next like 2 months, by the time we go to court,
it looks
for the program and you stay clean," I said, "I'll drop the charge. I don't give a shit about the charge."
So can you as a cop actively drop a charge while somebody's in a court case like that? Or is that the DA's job to do?
It's you kind of got to get the DA's okay to do it. But okay. I'd been there long enough. I know all the attorneys and stuff. And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey," he kind of knows my story too. So hey, look, man, she's got to go to Georgia to do 3 years anyway. You know what I mean? And when I got to court, I think it was almost 3 months later, she had the paperwork, looked completely different, was clean for 3 months. You could tell. Yeah, you could tell when they're fucking clean.
Well, yeah, bro. It's like
Yeah.
like one of these compared to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can just
So I
know
dropped. I mean, I just no process, dude. I was like, I know you got to do 3 years of Georgia. Just stay clean. I'm just happy you're fucking alive, man. That's it. And yeah, and that's just the difference, dude. If it was a 25-year-old Keith that got her, I would have been like, I got 8 felonies today. You know what I mean? Because that's just how it was. But no, man, Narcan for the dogs. They go around sniffing and licking shit all day.
Yeah, you got it. Makes sense. I never even thought of that, man, and I'm happy you do. Something that Castro brought up that is a valid point that I want everybody to think of is a couple things. The first thing is Narcan expires every year, so make sure that yearly you're checking around the same time. Write it down somewhere that you look at every day, calendar, whatever. And yeah, if you've got an Keith, we talked about this in our interview. If you've got an elderly, patient, if you're a CNA or you've got grandma, whatever, and she thinks it's time to take her fucking meds and she just took them 2 hours ago and she took more, like, you got, like, there's more reasons to have Narcan than just like,
Exactly.
I have no friends that are junkies, so I don't need to carry it. I can count 4 or 5 times where I pulled up in Walmart to go fucking grocery shopping, and I've had to hit people, open their car doors, and hit them with fucking Narcan to make sure that they're alive because they were unresponsive. I do sternum rubs. I might even smack you in the fucking face. If you're unresponsive, and a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, there's either a rig or there's a fucking piece of foil and a tutor still hanging out their mouth most of the time, I'm hitting your ass with Narcan. Sorry.
That's like at the
don't say sorry. That's what's up, and what that's where you see it a lot is at Walmart parking lots and
like gas
like
big trucker
at
stops,
the airport.
Yes,
Airport.
exactly. Well, yeah,
the airports, man, we get a lot of them.
If you've got a 6-hour flight and you're smoking a Fetty pill every hour.
Well, it's that, and a lot of times it's people going to rehab. They want to get high the last time, so
that's what kills people a lot.
And
I tried that. My last time I tried doing that with 12 fucking bags. Boom, it's right in my arm.
Yeah, you're donezo. Yeah, for sure.
Then I had fucking three surgeries in 5 fucking days to save my leg. And then what did I do right after, Trev? I went to get high.
Did a shot. Yeah,
I know. In New York, I know in New York, because one of my friends that lives
you get it, Trev.
Oh yeah.
If you get prescribed any opiates for any reason,
you have to have Narcan.
The pharmacy gives you Narcan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why. Like if you pull up in the drive-thru for your prescription, like he just said, they'll have like a Narcan thing in there for you. Like if people are on Suboxone or stuff like that, they usually will throw in some boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, listen, I don't like people. That's what the AA thing bothers me. Like, okay, so you're on the maintenance plan. That's fantastic. Like, around here, people judge like, oh, you're on subs.
Oh, it's everywhere, dude. It's everywhere.
I'm not, though. But my point, though, is that I'm like, shut the fuck up.
If it's stopping somebody from sticking a fucking needle in their neck.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck are you to fuck? That's why the AA meetings fucking, I almost like, dude, I almost got like fist fights at AA meetings.
It's a real thing, dude. Well, because look, sure, if,
because but real quick, I don't mean to cut you off, and I'll stop after this. What if you open up and someone then says something afterwards to make that person feel small, then they just run out and go use and fucking die? I don't like the pompous people who think they're bigger than other fucking people in rooms like that. All right. We're all
it's a real thing. I mean,
sober one day. That's it. Today. Done.
It's one of those things, man, where like I'm not as big as a person for methadone as I am with Suboxone, Subutex, Sublocade. I think Sublocade is the best shot because it's not, you get a shot once every 3 to 5 weeks. It's
no, you get a shot every 4 weeks. It's what I did when I got out of detox, and I did it for fucking, what do you call it? 90. They start you at 300, then every month they give you 100.
They taper you down. Yeah.
Then They called me up 6 weeks later. You forgot to come in though for your fucking shot. I never went back. That shit's in your urine for like 8 months. I never got sick. I never got sick.
So this is what I need to
I
do,
mean,
man.
Travis.
Like, I'll be honest, I haven't opened up. I won't ever open up about this on me and Chris's platform, but like, you know, with you, it's kind of different with you guys. Like, so I've been on subs for almost a decade. Actually, I've been on subs over a decade, and I've been clean almost a decade.
Get the shot to get
And
off.
like, really, like, I need to do the shot to get off of it because now, you know, people don't understand that, like, when you're on subs, especially for that amount of time, you don't get high. There's like from the med, when you take those meds, it does nothing but make you live a normal life.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't get you high even for a fraction of a second. It makes you normal. If you go, for me, about 8 o'clock every night, 9 o'clock every night, I'm not feeling too hot. I got to take my meds. I take my meds. Everything's cool. I wake up in the morning. I take my meds. Everything's cool. But I am now enslaved to a fucking pharmaceutical that I've been on for over a decade that doesn't get me high, that doesn't do anything. Like, I no longer am going to constantly feel like I want to stick a needle in my arm. So why the fuck should I even be on this on these medications?
Well, Trev, let me
So
tell you
I'm to the point now where it's like I need to do this. I need to do the shot.
Here's why the shot works. When I first got it, I was like, this is a fucking joke. This isn't going to fucking work. And then I thought about, like, if there was a Suboxone, I used to be like, boom, with Xanax on the tongue, mix them.
Right.
But I was like, I can't even take one. So from you waking up, peeling the strips or whatever you have, when you take that away from the brain every day from going to get your meds and taking them because of that shot, it's like it replaces your fucking brain, man. Yeah. Like, you just live, and next thing you know, you're not fucking sick and you're off it. It's a miracle.
Right. I need to do it. I need to look into it, like, for sure. I've got some other health issues.
Dude, if it got me off, I was fucking in and out. I did fucking over 40 rehabs. I was terrible. I did 6 in 2021 alone. I couldn't
feel that. I've been up there.
The worst of the fucking worst. I'm not proud of it.
I'm just scared that, like, I have friends who
works.
I have friends who have done it, and they'll do their first shot, right? And they'll be like, okay, come back in a month.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 weeks come in, and they're feeling sick, and they call the doctor, and they're like, hey, look.
No,
I'm not
to get fucking a little high. I'm telling you, dude, you're not getting sick from that 304 weeks. I'm telling you, I came off heavy dose of fentanyl. I'm telling you.
Because, I mean, my shit, dude, I take the max dose on Subutex that you can take, like, legally, you know.
Well, here's what they're going to do with you. They're going to have you on 300 though. They changed it. It's like 300 for 2 to 3 months, and then they're going to
go down. Yeah.
Don't do what I did. I was trying to get off too quick. I forgot and just stopped. So after 3 months, I was good. If you're going to do 300 twice, I would do 6 months minimal on it. Or if you fucking just want to go there every month to get the fucking shot without taking subs every day and feel whatever, and just fucking do it. It's your sobriety is your fucking sobriety. Don't ever let anyone else,
Sure. No,
you're not fucking ripping off everything that's not fucking nailed down and fucking bolted down. Now you're not running the right. You're doing your thing. So fucking fuck them people. All right.
No, that's real. And like you said, dude, it's part of it. Like, one of the reasons why I don't go to meetings often is because they're fucking, people talk a lot of shit about people being on, pain management or being on medically replacement treatment or medically, what is it called? Medically
maintenance.
Maintenance treatment. Yep. And yeah, Ruby, for sure. I mean, cannabis is a great alternative. I personally use it. My wife's had cancer twice. She did not touch one fucking pain med. In 2 times having cancer and a full hysterectomy, never touched one fucking pain pill and only used cannabis and cannabis products. And it works. I personally would not let her touch, opiates, because I was like, nah, I know that, I know how this goes. We're not doing that. And I don't want that shit in my house either. It's not that I wanted her to suffer. I just know that she's a tough bitch and that she can do that shit regardless. You know what I mean? Like, I know I feed her enough pot. I let her smoke enough pot that she's not, she don't need no fucking oxy, bro. She don't need whatever they try giving her.
And
so
when they put you down though for cannabis in there too.
Oh, and fuck yeah. I mean, from my understanding, So look, I went to a meeting. The last
Oh,
meeting
can I just
I
say
went
something
to-
before I forget though? On the weed, 2 weeks before my pops died, I gave him like if my buddy goes, dude, I'm telling you, it'll help him. And it was a little tiny piece of like an edible. He was actually awake with the Beatles on and me and him hanging out talking the whole
jamming
time.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Normally he wouldn't. Because at that point it was like, what do we got to lose? He's going in any day now.
Right.
But yeah, it works, man. You know,
Castle, you're right. You did do it yourself, sweetheart, and you did say no yourself, but you already know that I was not about to let you bring home a script full of fucking oxy or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, I know when you're married to somebody, you know if they've got an addictive personality or not. Why the fuck am I gonna let my wife walk into a fucking straight up trap like I did? Because that's how I got addicted when I was a kid, dude. Literal kid was doctors just floating me scripts.
and in
floating
those
me
days it was like this.
Oh, and bro, it was literally like, oh, you say no, I'm going to the next place 2 doors down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so fuck you. So I get it. I mean, but look, our son, can one of the mods delete the last comment from Cass? Babe, our son's name don't need to be out there like that. Or remove your comment yourself, babe.
I got it.
But yeah, no, our son was given liquid Vicodin in a like a fucking pint for a small fucking surgery. And it's like, dude,
I had one for my broken jaw. I had the same stuff.
He's a fucking, this was before he was even a teenager. Like, no, you like literally, and that being my kid, like, I know where this is gonna go right now. We're not doing this shit. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna end up chained to the fucking hot water heater, doing my detox. You know what I mean? Like, that's not happening. That's not a thing.
Well, and in those days, though, you're right, though. Like, you could have been so young. I remember, though, like in high school, though, I just said, like, oh, I feel a little jumpy. Nothing crazy. He put me right on blue fucking Xanax, and I had to get flagged off those in my 20s. But it was just like, it was literally like, hey, doc, you know, I tried these blues on the street and I loved them. Could I get a script? Yeah, no problem.
That's my friend gave me a Xanax bar and it worked. Here's a script of 90. You know,
yeah,
it's a real
that's
thing.
it.
I give a fuck though. I mean, it is what it is, dude. Like I don't live that life anymore. I don't even want to think about that life. When that life is usually brought into my perspective, it's because somebody's dead or somebody needs help.
We bring it up on this channel though to try to help others and let them know that we're here at any time to reach out.
Chris and I do the same thing.
Really, it's like, you know, we like to do the cop, like, you know, the react, but like this is really like based off of addiction. Like the tree is addiction, I would say. What do you, Keith?
I mean, yeah, it's how.
Yeah,
it's how pretty much.
Oh, it's all good, Trev. It's all good, my man.
And I mean, I've just seen fucking Chris just sitting there drinking his. I'm guessing gin and juice. I don't know if it's just OJ or what. But
it's just
I know
it's juice on this channel.
Okay. Yes.
Chris, you don't have to lie.
But hey, listen.
All right, good.
He's been.
I don't listen. Like I say one thing, just because I didn't know how to act when I drank, or I didn't know how to stop to use drugs. I don't, just because I don't do them, I don't put other people down that well, be careful with cocaine, but who drink, who do smoke pot.
You can't do fucking street drugs safely anymore.
No,
period.
don't put everything out the street.
You can't even do prescriptions safely anymore because you don't know if they're street drugs.
My thing is that just because and dude, I gotta walk carefully with my drinking, like, and because I mean my big vice were benzos and Adderall. Like, you know, I've had motherfuckers laugh about it, be like, oh, it's just Adderall, bro. Like I had some of the greatest nights of my life. Yeah. Dude, and I was the most productive I've ever been.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, you know,
when you don't
just because I have like a drink, I will not shove that in anybody's face that might be struggling either. Like,
I'm not.
You know, and just for morality's sake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you could smoke on here. You could, have it. It's fine. We're not.
You could take a couple too many bong hits and forget you're either in on or
Yeah.
off.
I'll be right back if that's the case. Shit, literally for real,
listen.
I will be right back here.
Yeah, booze and herb and stuff like that on here is fine. Like if it's not an addict or whatever like that. I just can't drink. Keith can't. And
No, like it depends. And I also have to be around certain types of people. Like, I won't drink with people that, if it's too full throttle around me, because I'm like, I'm an empath, bro. Like I'm going to feed off of, I'm that when I'm sober. So the alcohol is just going to amplify that. So if somebody, if me, you and Keith and Trev go out and there's, Loomis and you start getting crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking match your energy because or if somebody else in the bar is acting like a lunatic, I'm gonna match that person's energy because they're gonna throw me out of whack.
Yeah, if we went out in my 20s, Keith saw me on stage at the stand-up. That was just a little stage bit, Keith. But I was out of my mind.
With me drinking, it was either a happy, amazing, funny Keith or let's fucking fight outside Keith. There's no in between.
Yeah,
100%, bro.
No,
every night. I'm either the life of the party or the death of it. Like
a mattress isn't going to get drugs every night.
Unless
it's crazy. It's crazy that people gave you a hard time off Adderall because all Adderall is the same. Oxy is the heroin. Adderall is the fucking meth. It does the same thing to your fucking brain.
In the mix of
it's great.
The mix of alcohol.
Sorry. The Xanax though and the Adderall because you had the Xanax though to lull you out.
Yeah, but I wasn't I had gotten off of Adderall and then I had gotten onto the Xanax because Xanax was
Chris, when you're used to the Adderall and doing work, and then when you get off them and don't have them, then you got to push yourself in the beginning.
Well, and the thing is that, at that time, I'd be, I ended up trying to take myself off of the drugs completely. I didn't realize because every time how it started, and it kind of reminded me thinking about it. It's the same thing that Keith had said with the painkillers. Like, hey, am I getting hooked on this shit? Or, and then because you had to take two but they were every time I was like, this shit's not working for me. And it worked for a little bit and then it would stop. But it was just because my tolerance was building.
Yeah.
So, and I was abusing it anyways, because I figured, all right, if this keeps me from having a panic attack for this amount of time or keeps me level for this amount of time, if I double it up, I'll be, then it'll go even longer. That was that mindset. And then I kept telling them, it's not working. It's not working. It's not fucking working. So they kept raising the dose, started with Klonopin. Next thing you know, you're on Xanax. And then
why that though? Klonopin has a 1.5 day lifetime. That's why I was just going to mention the metal heads because what your metal morphs comment on Xanax, it's like you wake up doom and gloom and they only last for 4 hours. At least Klonopin though, at least from people I know who are on them, it's a way better quality of life than Xanax. Xanax are just
you know what? Regardless, that's where I ended up. You know what I mean? And then I tried to take myself off all of it.
I wish I knew that.
I tried to take myself off of it altogether because they wouldn't even talk to me anymore. They wouldn't even, the med techs wouldn't even come out and see me because you're supposed to go with those quarterly things. They check your meds. Almost had a fucking seizure after the third day of being off of it. I just suddenly my whole body started shaking. I didn't go unconscious or anything like that. They put me on, they just got me basically hooked up again. And it got to a point that I wanted to get off of this shit so bad. And I fucking threatened them. I'm going to fucking take my shit off, off this shit if you don't get me off or help me out. They didn't care. And at that point, I'm not even getting it. I'm getting the shit prescribed, but I'm also getting it on the street as well. And for them to even help me, I had to I had basically stage a suicide attempt for them to get into a room with a doctor. And it was so bad. Thankfully, the person that came in the crisis stuff, they just they knew what time of day it was. They put me upstairs. I got the detox down. And then I did a very aggressive outpatient patient treatment for a while. That was actually really helpful. It was I forgot what they called that type of group. I thought I was going to go to group therapy. It wasn't like that at all. Basically, you'd show up, and they almost gave you like classwork, like kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you
Outpatients
took
are
notes,
great.
and at first I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck this!" Like, what am I doing here? Let's go back
I
again.
hate the paper shit. I hate the paper shit. But
then it's where my problem with the alcohol, I was always drinking in between that, but then it got to a point with everything that I had gone through in my life and all the shitty things I was doing. You see the violence and you see all this crazy shit. I would come home at night and I would just drink just so I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like just so I could, that was where, oh God, he's back.
What?
I just want to say real quick though, to Metamorphosis 8417, congratulations. That is not easy to do. And you should be very proud of yourself.
Benzos are a bitch to kick, dude. They're horrible.
Oh, the worst.
But
the worst. And the
I'll tell you what,
the
like
one or
Adderall,
two things
man.
that could kill you with a withdrawal. That and fucking booze.
Methadone can kill you too if you're at a high enough dose.
I did 175 milligrams cold turkey. It was the worst detox of my life. It was like battery acid coming out of my skin for 8 months. Trev, I wasn't normal for a year.
My dad is on
Terrible.
over 300 milligrams. I don't know how he does it.
Trev,
Really
get this. I go to a sober house. 5 days in, I'm like, this is amazing. I'm not getting sick, but because it sticks in you.
It's in your bones. Methadone goes in your
I
bones.
woke up 5 days later and I'm fucking like, no. And you know the feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's way worse. It's so weird, man. Methadone is fucking terrible to get off of. Oh,
Yeah, it's bad, dude. That's why I went with subs. That and the fact that there's the built-in ceiling effect to where no matter how much you take, you're not going to get high. To where with methadone, you take an extra 10, 15 milligrams, you can feel that shit.
yeah. And I was getting on the street.
And I can't be tempted to do that, bro, because I'm an addict.
Yeah.
I've watched my dad, while being clean, fuck his life up over methadone so many times and almost lose his script and fucking, just a bunch of nonsense. And I'm good because like I can't do that. So for me, subs are the only way to do it. I'm at the point in my life now where I need to get off of them. The only reason I'm not off of them is I'm scared of that withdrawal. I'm gonna do the shot. I've been telling my doctor.
If it doesn't work, they'll
year,
just put you right on them immediately, man. They'll put you right back on them though immediately though if it doesn't fucking no work, my man.
Yeah, I've been telling my doctor for like a year that I've been considering it, but I've got a couple other meds that I didn't even know you could get really addicted to that like aren't abuse potential or anything like. So gabapentin's one. I'm on
Yeah,
it.
see, I know it. See, Trev,
Keppra is.
I'm not laughing at you. I just hate that I know this much in the drug world. But
so Keppra, which is a cousin to gabapentin, it's like gabapentin on meth.
They used to be Neurontin, but yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. And that one can cause like serious, because I have a gunshot wound to my leg, and then like 17 surgeries on top of it. And so like I've been on the Keppra and the gabapentin together as like nerve medication for years, dude. Like even in prison, they were fucking feeding me Roddy
to you and fucking detox. And then I was on it for 6 months, and I was like, whatever. I never thought of them as being addictive, and then holy fuck.
I still have yet to even attempt to, because like I found out, I didn't even know, like I knew about the gabapentin.
Do it slow. Like if you go down to 300, do that for a month. Then go down to don't do it 3 days. Do it for a month.
Yeah,
like,
I know that the gabapentin is a thing, but like I didn't know that the Keppra was as addicting as it is.
Keppra?
Kepra's so they do it. It's a seizure medication. So like I have a seizure disorder. Right. Really, I just had been doing benzos my whole life and whatever.
Trevor, you should be proud though with all the methadone in you. And I used to I'm in you, meeting like around you. And I used to be able to walk into a store. I could tell someone's high across the
I'm
street.
the same.
But I'm looking at you right now. You're not high at all. And like you're around there, like you should be fucking proud of yourself, especially if that's around there and stuff. You're doing it good, man.
Dude. It's a real thing.
Tell you're fucking sober.
I think that, I've been around people with Chris that they don't fuck with drugs at all. They highly look down on drugs, and like It's because I don't abuse any of my meds, man. I don't, I take them as prescribed. I do, what I need to do. Seroquel, Ruby, is a motherfucker.
Dude, I wake up and fucking like I take trazodone instead, but you have to be laying down when you take trazodone if you ever first sleep.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up too. Same with Seroquel.
Dude, trazodone, bro. I had the craziest fucking dreams in the world.
Dude, you get a rocket hard on too from it.
No shit, bro. I didn't really need to.
Like
He's bringing up the dick flip again.
No, if you don't have Viagra, throw fucking one of them. I'm kidding. But no, you wake up with a fucking rocket.
Chris, when I was in rehab, they gave me that shit to sleep, and I think it was like the third or fourth night. My dreams were so vivid and so fucked up that I was like, I will not take that shit again, dude.
Oh, that's a real thing.
They were like real life nasty fucking.
Very lucid.
I couldn't take them anymore.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. You're right, dude. Like, dude, it felt so real, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
insanely real. I remember the one dream I had.
It's a mental health and sleeping pill.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
it's an old school depression medication, if I remember correctly.
But I woke up feeling like a zombie the next day too. Like I was not.
Seroquel's even worse.
Seroquel, though, man. I remember Pringles all over me and fucking it's. I remember in rehab snack time after we got our meds, Seroquel kick in, and I was just fucking
smashing.
I had a chest full of everything, but my head would fall asleep in the fucking chest, dude. Like those things, and sometimes too, I'd wake up with the like when you're dope sick and you have that lower back snake feeling. Fucking, that's what Seroquel would do to me. It was weird. So, but trazodone, you have to lay down. Like if you eat it and just walk around, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be in bed for that.
It's almost like melatonin just hyped up. You know
I don't know. Trazodone out of nowhere, I'll be like this. Like I'll be thinking about a Tyson fight or whatever, when you're sleeping and fucking you're laying down and then it's like you get hit by Tyson. The next thing you know, it's the next morning. That's what they do to me.
Well, I'm just saying with like the bed part, because if like I take 30 mil, all right, so I take a lot of bullshit, but I take like 30 milligrams of melatonin on top of multiple sleeping pills and subs and Klonopin. And then it's like, bro, unless I'm in bed laying down, like it's not doing anything until it's like 4 a.m. and I'm falling asleep standing up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like my wife's found me like that.
Are you are you like me, man? Are you a fucking night hawk? Are you a vampire?
Yeah, dude, I can't, I don't fucking,
I do work. I like working when everyone sleeps. Like
so my only quiet alone time in my house is at night. So like, I'll sit there, with the TV off, and I'll just sit there, and just the quiet and shit. Like, that's the only time I get, between having a teenager and then an autistic toddler,
and the energy of just like the whole world too, just sleeping in the
crazy,
middle of the moon cycle. It's fucking great. I just want to tell everyone though, you're watching Mind Over Madness. Please hit that like button. Tell your friends, hit that share button, and please don't hit that like because it helps us support the channel. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe up. Go ahead, guys.
The only pill I take now is Blue Chew.
Hey, I take Blue Chew too, my guy. Hey, that shit works good as a motherfucker. I'll tell you what.
You need dick pills, Keith?
Bro, look at how young I look, and I'd be taking Blue Chew.
I'm almost 50, bro.
Hey, I'd be blasting testosterone every week.
My guys are right.
Shit helps too. Keith, are you on TRT?
I'm only 44, single, no kids.
How do you take Cypionate or what do you take?
No, I just I'm on the cream, like just the shit you put under your arms.
Oh yeah, dude. You know when what's his name went nuts? Charlie. What's his name? Keith, the actor. Charlie Sheen. He was rubbing that shit from head to toe all over him. That's what he was on. Tons of fucking and like that's.
You want to feel like you're 19 again? There's some TRT and Blue Chew in there.
I swear to God, like TRT changed my life in a lot of ways. Granted, I do, since I don't hit the gym and like I have kids and my full-time job is taking care of my kids. I don't do all that shit, but like I swear to God, bro, TRT is for a male is the best drug you can possibly do. It makes me dude, it makes me sleep good the best I can. It
Your
makes my
recovery in
mental
the
health,
morning is just great.
dude, my mental health, I'm like sharp, like
Yeah.
sharp, to where before that, it didn't do shit.
Well, before I got on it, man, it was I mean, I've only been really going back to the gym for like 2.5 years now. Yeah, dude, sleeping's better. Yeah, you just feel better. Like my levels were so. I mean, they say a lot of. I mean, probably, you know,
You're gonna shit bricks when you hear mine. Go ahead and let me hear yours.
how you. I mean, how you grew up and jail and all this stuff. You're always in yellow, right?
Right.
Most people stay in the green, and then they live most of their life in the green. But like military cops, people involved in just crazy shit. Sometimes they live in yellow, dude, and it drains your testosterone. So yeah, dude, when I was going to get tested, I think mine was 235 or something like that. Was mine?
That's high. Yeah, guess.
They say anything below 300 is low as shit,
bro. Mine, I hate to even say this, bro. I hate to even say this, but mine was under 100.
Yeah.
And they told me straight up, my son was like 12 at the time when I restarted it. Cause I used to take real steroids back in the day. I don't fuck with that shit anymore because of my heart, but they straight up told me they're like, how old is your son? And I think back then he was like 12. Right. And I said, 12. And they're like, I would guess I would put money on the fact that your son has more free testosterone in your body than you do.
Mm-hmm.
At 12, he hadn't even hit puberty yet.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking 6 foot and massive. But I mean, it's a real thing. The test.
I want to try the shots, but
dude, do it. Listen, you can do it two ways. Chris has seen me do mine. I literally will fucking put an 1.5-inch needle into my fucking leg. It's not fun.
Why do you go to the leg, dude? You go to the back of the hip. That's really good more.
Well, so you're technically supposed to do your ass cheek, but look, there's been a new study that came out. Instead of once a week, they say now it's best doing it twice a week. And instead of doing a deep tissue injection, they say doing a sub-Q, so like in your belly fat. And they say, and you can do that with an insulin needle, and so you don't even feel it.
Yeah.
For me, Chris has seen me accidentally hit a nerve and my legs shoot out like this. And I'm like, fuck, and I'm on a different coast than I live on. So I only brought one shot for the whole week. So I only got one needle. And I'm like, leg all fucking literally straight and vibrating in a nerve. And I got to pull that
shot it in a vein
out. Yeah, it's not. Well, you got to make sure, bro, because testosterone is in an oil. So you got to make sure you gotta aspirate the needle to make sure that you're not in a vein, and then you.
Well, I know that, but listen, I was fucking out of my mind. This was my fentanyl days, and I was on that stuff so that the cockadoodle would still work, and fucking. Right. So I was going back here, and I was just desperate for whatever, and I did that, and all that happened was my whole body just started going when your lips go. Yeah. My whole like that for 10 minutes. It was fun. I was already fucking sick. It was the worst. Man, the damage I did, man. That's why people say they're so grateful when they get away. I'm telling you, Trev, man, that shot will fucking, if you want off that, your shot that'll do it.
I want to do it, I really do. And I'm getting to the point where I'm allowing myself the rest of the inner peace I need to allow myself to do that. But man,
yeah,
it is what it is. I need to do the shot, and on top of that though, because I do my thighs with the TRT. So I've been telling my wife Cass, I was like, hey, look, you're gonna need to start, because she's a CNA, you need to start hitting me in my ass cheek with this shit, because I can't do it anymore. But it really does, man. It changes a men's mental health perspective. Literally, my dad. This shit is fucking.
What's on? Hold on, I'm just curious. Keith, what's the vitamin 1?
So
that's good shit.
The Blue Chew has it has 5 different options.
Yeah, so they've got
like the one that's
Cialis.
Viagra, the one that's what's the other one?
There's Cialis. There's
so there's a Viagra version, a Cialis version, a combo of those two,
and then there's a
daily
third
vitamin.
one.
So the daily vitamin is like a Cialis, but then it's got a bunch of actual vitamins in it for you. And it's like like the other ones, like if you do like the Viagra, you got to kind of time it. You know what I mean? Like take
like 2 hours before you're about to hop in bed with your old lady. Like,
But when you're married, you never know when that night might be. So a daily vitamin works better. Because God forbid you guys can't like use your you take the other one. And then you
Dude, I don't need to use my imagination. I'm just laughing because of something Trev said once. Like,
no, I'm talking about getting hard.
Listen.
I'm ending it there and that one.
Hey, but look, like here's the other mix up, right?
But I'm young.
Is like some people
44.
are on Seroquel or on meds that fuck up the way their body works, and it's a real thing. So like or if you're a raging alcoholic, like I know I've had whiskey dick so many times I can't even count. Like it does, and same with when I was on opiates. Like I used to do other drugs to offset the opiates so I could just fuck my old lady. What I mean?
That's
like,
why, Trev. That's why I was running fucking what do you call it, Sustanon, while I was fucking a junkie.
You got to, yeah. I mean,
so you said you had to take it 2 hours ahead.
Well, so all right. So look, what I would do,
I just want to play into that statement. It's the live's been going for a little over 2 hours, so now everybody should be more equipped to smash that like button.
Yeah, there we go.
Smash like
so
share.
What I would do,
you got to take a blue chew at the start of the live.
I was taking
Ruby. Thank you for being a wrench, and Gina.
I'll take a fucking when I usually take one.
I got about 10-15 minutes left, guys. Just so you know,
I'll do about 2 hours before. And then I'll take 30 minutes after I took that. I'll take 2,000 milligrams of acetaminophen, Tylenol, because that shit Blue Chew gives me a fucking raging headache. But as long as I pregame with the Tylenol and then slam a big cup of water, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Man, put a little
I'm ready to
run game on some dick bro. Like that's a little bit. Like there's got to be that much prep.
Yeah.
Bro, you're taking pills and you're popping a couple pills or a pill or letting it dissolve under your fucking tongue. And then, because what I do is they come in little packets, like almost condom packets. And I'll fucking bust them up in the packet, open it up, and put it under my tongue. So I'll do that. 30 minutes later, I'll pop 2,000 milligrams of acetaminophen because of my headaches. And then I'll fucking wait. And then within really 30 minutes, I could go hop in the bedroom, but I'll wait like an hour and a half. And then I'm ready to tear shit up.
The daily one. I'll take the daily dose.
Do you not get headaches from that? Because that has Cialis and Viagra in it too, right?
It only has Cialis.
Okay.
If I tried the other one. Yeah, dude. Right. Fucking raging headache for sure.
Bad. Like dude, I swear, like people are like, oh, it's not that bad. Motherfucker, that shit's bad.
Mine is usually like it wasn't like it was the next day, like when I woke up. And it was just like,
I'll get them balls deep, and I'm like, oh, what the like? It feels like the back of my head got cracked with a crowbar.
Real quick, Keith, do you want to text me when you guys are done though? Because I got to get showered up. I got to get up early tomorrow.
Shit,
I'll just wrap it up, dude. I got to get up at 4 a.m. man. I'm going to blow a car up tomorrow at work. It's gonna be fun.
Going up the car?
I'm gonna change the
thumbnail. Video.
You sure you can say that on a live, Keith? Like,
yeah, send me a video of that.
They'll let me, but I don't know if they will. We're doing a post with dogs.
I'm changing the thumbnail though with a little bit of Roll the Bones mixed in with ours though on this one though.
Yeah.
And Chris, real quick, the lesson learned thing that was for like our React to Cop episode. Like anymore, wait till everything comes out before reacting. So that's all that was. But everyone, thank you so much, Trev. Fucking awesome stuff. Chris, the door's always open for you two gentlemen. You know that.
Bro, we got some fire shit coming this year. Just wait. I think even from a little bit of every side is going to be able to agree or be entertained, bro. Roll the bones. We're doing big fucking shit this year. Me and Chris are fucking getting ready to smash this year out of the fucking park, dude. It's going to be great. We were able to kick that.
There's one dude I want to throw some love to. I'd love to put together like a thing with all of
I
us.
got
He's
like
just
2
starting
minutes.
out.
Oh, I
His
got
name's,
to go joke, but I
James
gotta go.
Straker. He's over with the War Network. I had a chance to sit down with him for a little bit the other day, just shooting the shit. Real solid guy, combat veteran, rides inside the mental health stuff, the addiction stuff. Real solid motherfucker. Like, introductions need to be made between all of us, but I'd love to do something like we can, we'll do it over at the Bones or wherever. We'll set it up so it can be streamed to all platforms, all over we'll blast this thing all over the internet. But I think if y'all down, it's like, me and brother Trev, you guys will get the War Network. We'll get one more mission. We'll do a big live, really talk about men's mental health, addiction, like all kind of a little bit of everything that we all ride for. But I know it's, I love this community and everybody in it. And if you are going through some shit, you don't hesitate. You can reach out to me and Trev for sure.
Absolutely.
And that goes for me and Keith as well on Mind Over Madness here. And again, Trev, Chris, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Loomis, I've got a new hat in the next couple of days coming in that you're going to be jealous of.
All right, Sean. Well, this one's straight from Ireland. My dad handpicked for me. So.
Scally caps are my shit, bro. So
I have a baseball cap over there. It's straight from Bass Pro Shops. Does that count?
This one's straight from Ireland, handpicked from my mom and dad.
Hell
Keith got the good hats.
Yeah, Keith got the good one.
All right, listen, everyone.
Boys.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Subscribe to Mind Over Madness. Hit the
wait. I got one last thing.
Yeah.
Fucking Assad.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. Sure.
That's a background for film. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. Chat, these are amazing. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and you will see us next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Mind Over Madness. But we got some interviews dropping in the meantime. And the whole Boneyard crew, everyone who watches, Gina, thank you for being a wrench. Nice to meet you, Metal Morph, and everyone else. Just thank you so much. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you next time on Mind Over Madness. And if anyone needs help, reach out to Roll the Bones or me and Keith. Take care.
Yeah, so ride for something or die for nothing.
Bitches. Blank to the face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like...
The basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still peddling and doing stuff that you need for your habit. Mm-hmm. So just know that it's okay to ask for help.
A passenger jetliner that flew into the building, that doesn't happen, right? I mean, that's a professional pilot who knows what he's doing, or she, and they're not flying into two big towers that are in the middle of the sky. That's not happening. So we knew it was, we felt it was an attack, and we felt that it was the same people who had threatened to kill us.
Corporal Keith Shibley is presented the Valor Award for his immediate response and courageous actions during the shooting rampage at the Washington Navy Yard.